sure we good. Alright. Sometimes with the multi-streaming it's a little like, I don't know, there's some bugs that I can't explain. Okay, we are live both on Twitch and YouTube. Sweet. Alright, so I'm gonna start off here. So, yesterday we got some big news about the new set SPIRITFORGed. I had no idea this was happening. I thought we were getting the first cards at PAX. Today we have just by coincidence, we have Casanova here. I'm super happy to have you on. Casanova, for those who don't know, someone who's been following Riftbound since pretty much the announcement, right? Would that be accurate?
Oh yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, and you guys do the podcast and everything, and I'm a regular viewer of the podcast myself, and yeah, so that's great. So we have the big thing right now is that we have 16 or kind of 18 cards. There's 2 cards that we like don't know exactly the full text box, but they were revealed in the video, on the official video. But yeah, we're gonna go through all these new cards and then probably talk about the 2 new mechanics, and then after that play some games. Alrighty.
Sweet.
So, we get these 2. The first card here would be Draven. How do you feel about Draven?
Usually, like, pretty much anytime I see a chosen champion zone, like, no power cost, I'm immediately, like, a little bit interested in how good this is going to be, because I think, like, having a turn 2 play that isn't going to deramp you every single game is pretty sweet. And then I think the ability is pretty strong. I mean, this is just like a 4 for 6. Because like you always have a power available to you, right? Like it's never really, it's not like energy, right, where you have to float anything. Like this is just, hey, I need this +2, I can just kind of rip it. So your opponent just has to like pretend this is a 6 always at the very least. And then like you already want to be winning combats as Draven. That is like your main goal. Which I mean obviously we'll get to as we get to the legend. Yep. But like he draws a card when you win combats. So getting also a future power to use with the gold gear, it just seems like this is pretty strong and like something that I would be happy to put in my champ zone. I'm pretty sure this is the type of champion though that I would like only play as a one of. I don't think I would want to draw a bunch of these, but I would want exactly one.
I think I'm with you on that. I'm personally a fan of these like lower cost champions, and this one with the no C. It's gonna be a really good turn 2 play every time if you're going, especially if you're going first. And you really like. I'm with you on that as well. That we only really need one. And from deck building perspective as well, just having a 4 energy no C like in your command zone sort of like allows you to play less 4 energy cards in your deck in favor of more, let's say, 5s and 6s that are more powerful. But yeah, I agree that this has so much potential, and especially with the whole Draven team and with the gear and the legend. We should probably look at those next, just because it's very much like adjacent to this.
Yeah, for sure.
But very promising. Kaisa I want to say one more thing. Kaisa is pretty tough competition for this, so we'll see. I don't know. Yeah. Can you play both if you are not playing, or do you play maybe Draven in the champ zone and then Kaisa's in the deck?
You might even just like not even care about Kaisa anymore because of like Draven's ability. Like this deck is gonna have so much draw that you might just be able to get away with like maybe more power. I mean, I don't know what's in the set also, so there might just be a lot more stuff that just like is way better to be running.
Yeah, we will see. We're only getting like a little bit of the cards right now, but yeah, here's the legend now. Glorious Executioner. I like the color scheme and the art, by the way. I'm not a big person on the art and stuff, but somehow I feel like this really pops out.
I like the way they've done the legends. It's like this unique art style of it, but it feels like Riftbound, instead of a lot of the reused art from League of Legends or Legends of Runeterra. The art that like really lets us know what Riftbound's art style is going to be is like you can see it come out in the legends.
Yep. When we win a combat, draw a card. So combat, I guess, would be the definition is that there's an attacker and a defender when a unit moves in to a battlefield, and if the other unit retreat I think you still get. I did my judge test yesterday, by the way. I think you did yours. I think I saw that you did yours yesterday as well.
Yep. Did you pass?
I did, but I got 82, so it was like barely. It was the last thing I did before bed, so that's my excuse. But
Yeah.
I'm not a. I haven't really read the rules like very carefully. It's more just that through getting into situations, I've just done my own study and learned that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I believe whenever there's an attacker and defender, combat begins, and then if your opponent, for example, retreats, then you win the combat, even if there's no damage. I believe. Yeah.
Yep.
If only it says right there, you win if only your units remain after combat. So very solid. Drawing cards is pretty good in any card game, and Riftbound is no exception to that. So pretty exciting. Any stiff competition, but it's pretty strong. It has to be. It's not hard to evaluate that one.
This looks crazy to me, dude. Honestly, like this is in the region that has fight or flight as well. So like you can just trade fight or flight for a card a lot of the time and hold. Because like this is not just offense. This is just when you win a combat. So like
I know.
As much as you don't want to hold that much, and like I think red purple decks are not like the biggest hold archetypes. They're really like they want to conquer. But like I don't know, like red Draven has you can do that on attack or defend to give the +2. You can hide fight or flight and just like ship something home to not only get a gold from Draven to maybe refund the power from hiding a fight or flight, and also draw a card from Glorious Executioner. And it's like I just like see this not once per turn draw one, like I can ride the wind and draw 2. Like I don't know, man. Like this seems really not okay when on first read. Like I hope that this does not end up being another situation of a legend just being like well and above everything else. But I already think red purple's like a really strong color combo. This feels like the strongest printed legend ability I've seen so far. So
it's we already kind of talked about it how maybe with Kaisa and Yi established as the top 2 decks to beat, Annie is probably the #1 contender. And it's not just because of the Annie legend. It's obviously not because of the signature, because the signature is terrible. No one plays it. Yeah. It's because a lot of the power comes from the combination of red and purple. So this is definitely an exciting one. Why and Ride the Wind is always great in the colors, regardless of this. But Ride the Wind in particular, because you have the ability to start those engaging combat during your opponent's turn and everything. It's could be pretty powerful. But I want to say that there's other legends too, and signatures and everything. What if the new baseline would after this set, if all of the many of these are strong, what if it's not that Kaisa is OP, but it's more new legends are going to be Kaisa level?
Yeah. And I think that's good, right? Like they really, I felt like Origin's legend design as far as the abilities was somewhat conservative, and just like doing the basics to help teach people the game, which is gonna be a bummer like 3 sets down the line for anyone who's a big fan of some of the Origins legends. But I think that's where we'll actually see, like, just my guess is we'll see a lot of the power creep happen in the legends, like even more than a lot of the cards, where just like they're trying to come up with unique abilities, and in the vein of creating a unique ability, it ends up being a little bit stronger than some of the generic stuff that we have from Origins. And that's just like a guess, a prediction, just because of like how a lot of the Origins legends read and how they just do kind of a very basic thing. And you know, Kaisa, of course, like being a seal for spells, I think is maybe on the stronger end when it comes to the more like basic abilities that can exist.
Yeah, let's we're still on Draven. Let's look at the signature. Not spell this time. in set 1, it was mostly spells. There were some exceptions, like Tiber's unit, but most of the signatures were spells. We had a signature gear here, equipment, the new mechanic. This one has quick draw, but normally the way it works is, I'll just explain. You probably know already, but
go for it.
For the audience, so you play it as if any other gear. So you pay the cost. You pay, in this instance it will be 2 and 1. Let's ignore the quick draw just for a second. So it will be 2 and recycle 1, and then you have a gear. The gear is not unless you have the gear is, unless it's a quick draw, it won't get equipped immediately. Instead, what you need to do is you need to pay 1 recycle to equip it to a unit you control. You play it as if at a normal speed. You cannot react to gear being equipped, not to it being played and not to it being equipped. But this one has quick draw, so when you play it, it will automatically attach, and it can be played as a reaction on your opponent's turn. It's pretty exciting one, I would say. So basically what we're looking at here is a 2 and 1 recycle +3 buff, which stays until the unit dies. How do you feel about this one?
I mean, this feels so above rate, which is the point. I mean, that's the point of this, is like with the temporary on top of spinning axe, which big flavor win, by the way. If you die and can't re-equip it right away, you drop your axe, which is awesome. And I'm really interested in these like equipment because it feels like equipment just straight up is incredibly strong. Like, this is a discipline, but it's more might, and it will stay forever if the unit doesn't die. And the way that like combat works in Riftbound, where when you win the combat, your unit just like heals back up. Like, this creates just huge blowouts because you're going to like go into a fight, and if they don't play around spinning axe and you have the spinning axe to juice them, you're gonna kill their unit, you're gonna win a combat, you're gonna draw a card, and then odds are, if they like went in to try and win this fight, get blown out by spinning axe, are they going to be able to recontest and then kill the unit that has the spinning axe on that same turn? Probably not, right? Like, odds are they're not going to.
No.
So then your next turn, you're just like, your unit is now just +3, and you're untapping with like a full turn to try and maybe defend it again. So I evaluate like quick draw gear like this, like, I think it's gonna be crazy strong, and I'm very curious, like, if that read ends up being completely off base and they don't work nearly as well as I thought. I think also just like gear destruction in general may become a much more popular concept, which maybe makes these worse, but I'm not entirely sure. I think my initial take is that this is just like very good.
Yeah. Well, I think it's probably going to be same as with all other spells and sorry, I think I want to close the door. Same with other cards and spells and all that, where some of them will be very good and some of them not so great necessarily. And I would say that another thing to we need to keep an eye out is how big is it going to be to having to recycle for the equip costs, because it does push you down on the energy, which means that if you wanted to play bigger units from your hand, then well, you might not have the energy. And even though this is like an early card, it does you do stone drain yourself. So it's gonna be super interesting to see, but very cool card.
Yeah.
And one more thing, not on the gear, but this is a signature card. I feel like the signature cards are going to be very interesting to see where they land. Not that many signature cards were played in set 1, and there's some legends where you don't have a good signature card. What if we get more legends that also have good signatures?
Yeah,
signatures are very important.
I think that also beefs up future legends too, right? If signature spells, like anytime a legend has a signature that is really worth playing, I mean, it becomes the reason to play a deck. And I don't know that really any of the set 1 signatures were like the reason to play the deck. You know, you can make arguments about like chosen champions as well as being a reason to play the deck, like always having something on turn 1 or turn 2 or whatever like that. But
yeah,
this is potentially a reason to play Draven over any other red purple. I mean, you don't have to convince me much when I read this legend ability, but like this signature is like a better longsword. It's +1 over longsword, but you get the temporary thing, and you don't really have to deramp much if you are able to like protect the queen, keep 1 unit alive with the spinning axe for a while. So with having things like flash and fighter flights and some other spells in purple to kind of move a unit around, this is pretty crazy. And also I will note, like, reaction speed stuff in red and red purple to be able to deal with Kai'Sa's removal spells is an interesting thing of note.
Yeah, for sure. Over the long period of time, I think that the signatures are probably going to be what really differentiates the legends, like, or a big part of what differentiates the legends between within the colors. Because you mentioned a little bit that it might have, the legend or the signatures may have not been the main reason to play stuff in set one. I think that in set one, so when we only have one for each, or many of them, well, Proving Grounds kind of sort of provides a second option for some of the color combinations, but there are color combinations that just work well together regardless of the legend. So you almost have to just play a legend to play a color combination.
Yep.
Okay, let's stay on the gear actually. Let's look at the other gear that we have here, starting maybe just from the top, whatever we have. So longsword, you mentioned longsword, so maybe that's a good one to look at now.
Yeah.
I feel like longsword is going to be a staple, but in some
too.
decks at least. If you're going aggressive, seems like it could be pretty strong.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think that having a combat trick in red already pretty nice to have this like +2, but also the fact that it'll stay on the board and you can utilize it later is going to be really, really solid. I mean, current Annie decks, I think, would already like this, right? They just ready 2 runes, and then they get to, like, longsword out a +2 onto their unit to potentially win a combat. Like, this is another thing that you have to play around, playing around, like, Annie decks. I think Draven may want this, but also that might just become too many of these when you can play Spinning Axe. And I think the temporary is like a downside on Spinning Axe, but I also don't know that it's a big enough downside on the like -1 might for longsword that like I think you probably do want Spinning Axe and Draven, but it'll be like cool to test that and see if the temporary really like causes a lot of issues.
That's a good question. Is it worth is the +1 worth the temporary?
Yeah.
Maybe, but also I could see a world where you're playing both. Even maybe 3 copies. That might would that be excessive? It's really tough to tell. Guess we'll see. But I feel like this is one of my favorite gears that were. And in Annie, you mentioned Annie. It just seems like such a perfect play because you always have that 2 energy open on your opponent's turn, and it doesn't necessarily even require to be useful in a way in the immediate. You could just play this when your opponent moves into an empty battlefield, just to take good use of your energy. But again, getting back to the recycle cost, I think that's going to be key. How much is it going to hurt? The re-equipping is recycling again worth this? What do you have to give up? Do you have to give up on some other recycle cards or? This is like, maybe my favorite of the gear, even though it looks so basic, but it's just so efficient looking.
It's like do seals kind of come into play now, and then who can actually like play seals? And Draven seems like he can play seals because he draws enough. But like maybe that's an issue that Annie runs into with some of these decks is like maybe she doesn't have enough access to draw, and so like can't really play these. Or like can't play seals, so she has to just like take the power hit. But then there's also like even more deck building considerations to make. Like, do you play Scrap Heap and acceptable losses because there's a lot more gear in the game, and you just main deck that like draw engine, and there's just like so many things to consider, which is cool when it comes to these like gear and the power cost.
Certainly looks like seals might be back in play. I've been saying it that when people were not very excited about the seals at some point, that I see some potential in more when the card pool expands to see more seals in the sort of those not necessarily monocolor decks, but decks that are heavily leaning on one color, because then you don't run into the issue of having an orange seal when you need a red seal and just getting consistent value. But now with the gear, that is certainly another very, very strong reason to at least consider running seals. Maybe in limited amount, maybe not all 3, but having when you play, if you're playing multiple copies of Longsword and multiple copies of the Draven Spinning Axe, adding at least 1 seal would sound like a pretty safe bet.
Yeah, it makes sense to me.
All right, let's look at Doran's Shield. Not necessarily the most exciting thing of all of all time. I do feel like the other gear. I'm still saying the other gear look a little more exciting. What do you think
Indeed.
about this one?
I'm stoked for this card.
Oh,
And you have
oh my god! I
you-
was
you-
yucking your yums. I'm
there,
sorry.
there is context as to why. You have to look at Azir to understand why this card is sick.
Yeah, right.
Because
Azir.
because this for Azir, this doesn't say 1 energy. This says 2 energy, play a 3 might unit with tank. That's pretty good. That's a good 2-drop.
Okay, I see what you're saying. And then if your token dies, then you still have this. The issue with that I have with this one, personally, is that the re-equips just to get tank and +1. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced. I could be wrong here, of course, but I'm not convinced that tank is that valuable of a keyword. I think it can be a little awkward at times, and then just paying the green recycle if you don't have a seal for just 1 might, sort of outside of the tokens, can make the re-equability like kind of not worth it.
Yeah, but my only thought is like in Azir, is there a 2-drop I'd rather play than 2 for 3 in tank? Like, there's not a lot that I'd rather play than 2 for 3 in tank.
That makes sense.
I think
it seems pretty good for turn 1.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
you still get to keep the gear, so if it comes useful.
If it ever comes up, you can keep it. And I will say, like, I think tank is often undervalued. Because so like just think about lecturing Yordle spots where you have like been even, but you have a lecturing Yordle there. And so you're basically getting like 7 points of value off your lecturing Yordle because like they just have to kill this little shitter with tank. So like I think like if you are playing Azir, I'm assuming this is going to be somewhat token spammy because you're like you already have this set up with sand soldiers, but also you're in yellow. And so there's like a lot of ways to do that. If you get to the end game and you've got a Dorn Shield sitting around and you've got a bunch of units, like some strong units and like a recruit, and you just slap tank on the recruit and send in with some of your more important units into a spot where it saves your other big unit, like it's insane value in the later stages of the game when this like would be sitting around after you've used it as a really strong early game like a 2-drop in Azir.
Fair enough. Like we'll see. We'll see how it works out. But yeah, it's more than the next piece of gear. I don't really have anything to add to that. But you kind of convinced me that it might have more potential than I initially thought.
Yeah, only in Azir though. Let me get this straight.
Okay.
This is not a good card anywhere else.
Okay.
It's not worth it.
Fair.
Yeah.
All right, next we have Guardian Angel. I'm gonna start by saying that we have to draw at least some comparison to Zhonya's, right?
Yeah, of course.
There's a little bit of some similarities, but it's not exactly the same. You can choose the unit you put it to, so you don't have the threat of a small unit dying. You can guarantee to get the revive on the exact unit that you need it on. You also get the extra might, but what happens is you won't be able to, of course, play it as a hidden card. How do you feel about Guardian Angel?
Yeah, so, I mean, as you said, the parallels are there with Zhonya's. Zhonya's is a little more flexible because you can hide it. At least flexible in the sense that you don't need to keep runes up to play it, right?
Yep.
Whereas Guardian Angel, I think the 2 cards are wanted in different scenarios. Zhonya's is like wanted in decks where you're mostly playing big things and you don't care about the specific control of where the revive goes, or you think you can play around controlling it via hidden. Whereas Guardian Angel, it's like, say for instance, you wanted to play a token spam deck that's in green, and you have some really specific units to protect, then I think that Guardian Angel becomes maybe the better option. Like, let's say there's, for just an example, let's say a Leona deck gets created that wants to make a bunch of tokens. Like, it's playing Vanguard Captain, and it's playing like a bunch of that stuff to abuse like Base Break or whatever. Like, just for the sake of argument.
Yep.
This seems a lot better than Zhonya's because instead of Zhonya's maybe dying and reviving a recruit or something, you can just Guardian Angel, slap it on your Leona Determined, and then you've got like the best unit on your board is gonna always get revived. So I think it's just like different decks would potentially want Guardian Angel over Zhonya's, and they just fill a similar niche, but just different decks can use them in better ways. Zhonya's is like more efficient, but Guardian Angel is more precise.
Okay. So you mentioned that they're kind of like in different decks, but I'm gonna go from like a different direction. What if we
Yeah, yeah.
look at Yi Aurora and we just play both? We can play this on an early
That too.
turn. It doesn't recycle. We get to eight energy, which is slap a what's the Dead Plume Predator directly into a battlefield, and then we just recycle one extra green to give it this.
That's also true. That's kind of sounds crazy. That does sound crazy.
So I could see a world where Aurora Yi is playing both, and this is just
Yeah.
another, filler where maybe not 3 copies, maybe it could be more of a limited amount, but just the fact that how you can, how you if you pre-play it before your big unit, you get without using any extra energy, you can just you can attach it by just recycling.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that does make sense. That seems pretty good.
And the +1 might, sure, it can also help out, but I'm very interested to see it in particular with cards like I mentioned, playing just a fast Deadblood Predator from the hand. It doesn't work that well with Aurora on the first trigger because obviously Aurora happens at the end of turn, so and equipping can only be done at the sorcery speed or the normal speed during the normal phase. But so you won't be able to protect your new Aurora unit. But I still eventually something will stick around probably, and
Yeah.
I don't know. Cool card. I'm excited about this one.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely seems good. I think this effect is just good, right? Like, honestly, like I was surprised that Highlander never saw play in Yi, but then it was also just like, it's just kind of worse than playing Zhonya's. So like, it makes sense that it is just too expensive. But this effect in general, it just seems really strong.
Yep. All right. Next piece of gear we have is the Sterax Gauge. 3 energy, recycle, quick draw, 3 might. You can go first on this one.
Can we just compare this to Spinning Axe? They do the same amount of might, but Spinning Axe is 2 energy, 1 power, and this is 3 energy, 2 power. Now, obviously, signature spells, I think generally, like, I personally agree signature spells should be higher power level than normal cards. And this is just losing out the temporary for that extra cost. I think in general, quick draw gear like this spell is good, +3 permanently, and then it's like on the board to be used later for an additional +3. But I mean, I see 2 power costs. I'm like, people don't want to play Windwall because it costs 2 power. It's a lot.
So I have a couple of thoughts on this, and the first one is same as you, that the double green recycle to play is it's pretty salty. But then another way to look at it is that sort of the other side of the coin, when I was mentioning the shield, Doran's shield earlier, where recycling 1 to gain 1 might is maybe not worth it. It's just you might not even want to equip it because it doesn't provide so much for 1 energy. But this bad boy, if the game drags long, or if you're playing, maybe you're playing sealed event, this would be a sealed superstar.
Yeah.
Just the continuous equipping for just you recycle 1 to gain +3. If you are able to reuse this and gain the value multiple times, it's sort of the first cost is not worth it, but then the second and the third and the fourth, the value seems to be incredible.
I completely agree with that. And like, so when I was initially evaluating all the green and yellow gear, like I immediately look at Azir, right? Because like his ability, you can only activate when you play an equipment. And when I think about this is like, you go on your turn, if you go in an offense and you pay this cost and trade something small into something big, you can then like make a Sand Soldier and it has Weapon Master and immediately give it the Sterax Gauge. So you're getting that like 6 value all on one turn with only paying the initial 2 power. So like I think there's like a lot of ways where this can get even better with the Weapon Master keyword, which we're gonna get to probably soon, but like I evaluate the Weapon Master keyword pretty highly. I think seems pretty good with a lot of these gear in the set.
It certainly can be. You mentioned Windfall, and I'm another thing. This is very much just theoretical, and I don't know if it's gonna play out like that at all. But let's say you're playing a Sona deck, and we're just like untapping a bunch, and we're playing both Sterax Gauge and Windfall. Okay, opponent plays a card. Windfall doesn't fit. We can just play this. So maybe it's sort of floating 3 mana, floating. Well, Sona is not really floating, but open mana, that is. You just have more uses out of it because you can play this almost in any situation. So if you're not having something to counter, you just go for the Might. And Sona and this, yeah, it sets you back quite a bit on the energy. I feel like we agree there that that's gonna be the pain point, is the recycle too.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, it's probably enough of this one. The next one seems like a. Which one is it? Timmy, or who does those fancy decks in the the stereotypes of
yeah,
the age?
Timmy card.
Yeah, so this seems like a Timmy card. What do you think about Swell Songir?
It's probably a Timmy card, but the things that it can do are really funny and really powerful. It's is it way too slow to actually work? So like I saw Pastry Time, one of my podcasts, like co-hosts post, green Ari with this, which I think is the most Timmy way to do it. Of like, yeah, now you hold for 3 points, but this didn't actually give you anything. The one that I looked at is Yasuo Windrider as like being a real combo deck part of this, because you play this early in the game.
True.
And then you can win from like 3, right? Because you score 2. Well, you let's just say you win from 2, because you can guarantee the win from 6 now, because you'd put it on Windrider, and then you just like play Windrider, equip this, and ride the wind, and you can kind of get that win immediately. So there's like some interesting concepts around being able to play this in like Yasuo decks or some of these decks where you play this on the board early at completely negative tempo. It does nothing, but then you have a powerful payoff. Like another example that I had is Yasuo Remorseful. So you'll basically like play Yasuo Remorseful, attach this, and then send him somewhere, and then you get 2 triggers of Remorseful and clear out like pretty much anything you're gonna clear out. I also posted about Leona, and you get 2 stuns, but I think that one is like just like kind of silly. My cope of
double stun with Leona.
Yeah. So I think there's like if this is good, it's gonna be doing something like that, setting up a combo where you play this early and then you like enable a crazy combo later on. But I'm with you. It's probably a Timmy card. We'll see.
I think you were spot on when you mentioned the Windrider and stuff. I think, and also the Ari. I think the best use you can get out of this realistically and reasonably is that your deck is scoring extra points. The 3 that we have is Ari, Yasuo Windrider, and Tryndamere. So if you manage to have a setup where you essentially pre-play this before the other unit, and then you go find a moment with the other unit, and then you just equip this straight away, and then I think that's probably the best. It's also potentially a card that could get better over time, considering that we have a pretty limited pool and pretty limited amount of units that have text. Even with 2 sets, we'll see what other units there are. There might be. We only seen a tiny portion of set 2. So there could be something that makes or breaks this. But especially once we get towards the rotation and we have 8 sets or whatever, there could very well be something that can really, really take big advantage of this.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Was that the last gear? Oh, we have 2 more gears. We have the Trinity Force. Speaking of extra points. All right. You want to go first on this one?
Yeah, for me, I look at this and I'm like, wow, this is it's kind of whatever, but also whenever I see the text score 1 point, I'm like, you have to at least consider this card. You have to like think about, does this card work in my deck? Is this like a win condition for me? So like, even though initially I'm like, yeah, I mean, I don't want to really pay 4 energy to play a Trinity Force, even though like +2 recurable equip is really strong. The big other side of it is you've created something where every time you equip this to a unit, it becomes like a must kill on site. And maybe that's not always the easiest thing to do. So I think it's probably okay, but currently I don't love it. It's just like I need to see it actually in action.
Yeah. the scoring extra points is certainly super powerful in Riftbound, and something that maybe a new player might overlook, but it can be super powerful. Like you mentioned, it makes the unit must kill. And we go back to the sort of the re-equipping, the bang for the buck thing here, which is what just for one orange you create a huge threat, and the 2 might is also nothing to sneeze at. But yep, I think you hit the nail there with the cost, the 4 energy to play. That's a lot. It can be really difficult to land this early on, especially. And it seems a little situational, hard to play. And I would probably, this is the type of card where I would lean towards playing limited amount of copies. This doesn't scream tree of like longsword. Maybe longsword is just like, okay, that seems like a staple. It's good in pretty much any situation. You can play it early, you can play it late. It's a combat trick. This doesn't really have any of that. This might get stuck in the hand. So I could see this getting played in decks, but probably just as a one-off or max 2.
Yeah, that would make sense to me.
Okay, the last gear we have here is the Blade of the Ruined King. So 3 and 1 recycle, equip, kill a unit and one yellow. You get 4 might though, so that's quite a bit. So I can start on this one. The most obvious way to pay for the killing friendly unit would be tokens, so maybe Victor tokens. Since making a token of Victor only costs 1 energy and you always have the availability for it, I could see this work out in Victor specifically, whereas you have a unit that's in your base, the unit is ready, you pay 1, make a token, sacrifice a token to equip it on the already ready to go unit. And 4 might could just hit a breakpoint where it becomes something as a serious threat.
Yeah, I mean 4 might is a lot of might to be just giving to a unit, and paying the initial 3 energy feels like you're gonna get a lot of bang for your buck. I agree with you. It's probably just Victor. I mean, maybe there's enough token spam in some other yellow deck that you can consider this. Again, you know, like I know we'll get to him, but like I immediately look at Azir with this, and it's like, okay, this is theoretically a turn 2 play if I have a token from turn 1. To where I can equip this with Weapon Master to a Sand Soldier and basically play on turn 2. I can get like a 6 might unit, and then also just have the Blade of the Ruined King for the rest of the game, which is like kind of appealing. I'm not sure. It just kind of depends on like what the other early game like turn 1 plays that I'll be able to have are, and like will I have something to sacrifice. Also, is there more Death Knell synergy this time around? Like, is Karthus going to be a good card, and suddenly like Blade of the Ruined King is something you want to do to sacrifice things for double Death Knell effects from Karthus and then giving a big buff to somebody? There's a lot of context this card needs.
The Death Knells are certainly something to look at. Oh my god, I totally forgot about Weapon Masters. I think that's a very important thing to note, because the Weapon Master cards get around the cost of killing a friendly unit. So if we have
They don't. Weapon Master is when you equip one of your equipment, you pay 1 power less, even if it's already attached to something else.
That's how it is.
So this extra cost you will still have to pay.
Okay. Wow. Okay, so that makes it a little worse. I misremembered the Weapon Master. That's right. Okay. Well, that's kind of a bummer. I guess it won't be that good then. But
no, Weapon Master would be broken.
It would have been. I got excited. I misremembered. But yeah, kill a friendly unit. I guess we're back to tokens. Chat kind of mentioned something about like baited hook, and I started thinking that okay, well, we got those. What's the Legionnaire that makes 2 tokens and stuff?
Yeah.
In the Darius lists.
Yep.
So that would be some fuel for this for sure. Again, probably something that you play limited copies of just because of how it can be pretty clunky.
Yeah, baited hook's really interesting with the gear as well, because this is like you could give a gear like a small unit this buff, and then you hook it, and then you bring in like a harness dragon or something. You know, like there's like these other weird synergies that you get with baited hook when these gear come into play.
Yeah, you can get anything with a token, but I'm not sure if this is the one for it, but they could be.
Probably not.
That's a good
yeah.
talking point for the beta hook overall, though, where there might be a different gear that's a cheap gear. If you have some kind of cheap gear that gives you maybe +2, that would let you your 2 energy play, for example, find almost
like a longsword.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if you, oh my God, it is actually in colors for.
It's for Darius's colors.
For Darius, yeah. Wow. that might be a better combo. I think killing a friendly unit, I think that's gonna be a little tough. So.
Yeah, you'd have to kill 2 units on that turn to make it happen. So I agree with you.
I could see a world where like this is not necessarily the chase epic. So, but yeah, we'll see. That was the last piece of gear. I think the next most exciting thing to look at are the other new legends. So let's start with Irelia over here. And as soon as this card was revealed, I saw some comments that this is gonna be broken with White Flame Protector, because you can buff your White Flame Protector itself to accelerate. Then you have 16 ready to go for 8 energy.
Yeah.
It's a lot of recycle though, because White Flame already recycles 2, and then you have to recycle a 3rd one. If it gets with you onto hand or Hidden Blade, whatever, but wow. What are your thoughts on Irelia Blade Dancer?
I did miss that. I missed the White Flame interaction. That's pretty crazy. When I was going over this, I felt like people were blowing this a little bit out of proportion, but also anything that can have this much access to like readying things is like gonna be strong. Like I don't think this is a weak ability by any means. In my initial thoughts, I was like, wait, I mean, you have to choose a friendly unit to do it, so you're probably having to spend a card and then a power to ready the unit that you've already played.
Right.
Which I then realized is like not necessarily true, because she plays into the theme of the set, which I assume when you equip a gear, you choose a friendly unit. So it's kind of like pay 2 power to ready anything at any time if you have a gear. But that's like very power hungry. Like this needs seals to not just be like out of runes all the time if you want to spam this out. Like think about how like resource dependent Set gets. And Set doesn't always like use his ability every turn, and like sometimes he does, and he gets very rune hungry. He's very like low econ, and I think Irelia falls into that same vein. And so like I think the demise of Yasuo is like a little overstated. Like I think Yasuo still has like a lot of reason to be played over Irelia. And I think that this ability is gonna be way less strong than people think it is, or I'm just gonna be very wrong and it's gonna be way more strong than I think it is.
I think it's a tough one to evaluate, honestly. Yeah. And this is one of those. It could be totally not that great because of the recycles that you said, but it could also just be when you get to the late game and this can help you really close out games. Like readying units in a game of Riftbound is very powerful.
That is so strong.
Like inherently so powerful. And green and purple both. Like in purple, maybe a little bit less in purple, but at least in green you have those strong staple buffs already. Yeah. Where you have On Guard, you have Discipline that you probably wanted to play anyway. So you're just getting some potential extra value out of those when you need it. Like, it's just On Guard being a +2, and then you can recycle to ready your recently played unit in the base. Yep. It seems like there could be so much potential in that.
Yeah, I completely agree. Like for me, I'm like, this feels like it could be broken, but also I'm looking at this power cost. I'm like, I think she's gonna be starving. I think she's gonna be just starving for runes and might have issues because of that. But I will be happy to be wrong. I love Irelia. I love green purple as a color combo, and like movement is like one of my favorite things in this game. It's like one of the reasons I think this game is so unique and amazing. And so like, all right, let's ready some units. Let's see how it goes. I'll probably play her a decent amount, even if I don't know if she's gonna be good or not, but I'll probably play her.
Yeah, another chat is mentioning another card that's gonna be seals are gonna be very valuable for. Yeah. You can also, it doesn't even restrict the color. It doesn't. It's not this or that. You can have either seal, and you can use it to equip. You can use it to ready units now as well. I think this is a very exciting card. Like the power level
Oh,
it
for
remains
sure.
to be seen, but I think it's a very exciting one to try out.
Yep.
All right, let's go to the next one. So Emperor of the Sands, we talked about it a little bit already when it was with the Doran's shield, but you seem like you're pretty excited about this one, so maybe you go first.
Oh, I love Azir. Like my two of my like favorite champions all time. At least two of my like some of my most played champions in League of Legends. Azir when I was playing like semi-pro league, like competitive league, I played so much Azir. So I was really excited to see Azir. I don't know that I'm that stoked on this ability, to be honest, but I like the fantasy of building my army of sand soldiers, and I think that how good he is just gonna depend on the equipment that he can play. If the equipment is good, if it's like efficient to be able to play an equipment and then like play a sand soldier and you just get the free equip with weapon master. If like he has enough efficient plays like that, where he's going to be above rate on might because the sand soldier is 1 4 2 plus whatever like equipment is going on it. Like if that is all working out and good, then this deck is probably strong. I think yellow green has a lot of potential as a color combo, and I think Leona was maybe a victim of people being scared of how good this color combo could be, because I think her ability was relatively weak. And maybe if this ability is actually very strong and like his chosen champion's good and his signature spell is good, then maybe the deck is nuts or the deck's unplayable. I don't know. Like there's no way I can evaluate it fully.
I fully agree. I think it would be a little silly to give strong opinions on this one right now, because it really comes down to the gear or the equipment. Excuse me. It comes down to the equipment, and we only seen a fraction of the set. So if the equipment is good, then that's obviously a huge boon to Azir. If there's not that many good equipment for Azir, then like it can be tough. Chad is asking, did you see the yellow unit? 4 for 4? I did see it. It was one of the cards that were not uploaded to the library, but it was kind of seen on the video. 4 no C, no recycle cost. 4 cost. 4 might accelerate. And when I attack, chat is saying, so apparently this was the effect. When I attack, you may move any number of your sand soldiers to this battlefield. I just want to really quick say that those it's another one of those 4 and no recycle cost champion zone units. I mean, it has to be at least decent, right?
That sounds good. Well, also let's note it is no 4 for 4. Like at any turn 2, you could just play it out. But I also will note that I and many others, I will value a chosen champion way higher if you can accelerate it from champ zone. It's very valuable to be able to just have an on-board, I can accelerate this from champ zone. Like if you tap out against me and you are less than this might on a battlefield, you are forfeiting your unit to me. And that is like a very powerful thing to say to your opponent like permanently throughout the game until you play it.
Yeah, it's pretty well established with the red Kaiser that's just having a 4 for 4 accelerate from a champ zone is just good. Even if the sand soldier moving wouldn't be consistently as useful as drawing a card, it could be something that can also in different stages of the game it could be much more valuable than drawing a card like Kaiser does.
Yeah,
but I think just to kind of wrap up on Azir, I think it comes down to the equipment, and we're just gonna have to wait and see. And it's probably a card that once all the cards are revealed should be re-evaluated.
For sure.
We got 2 more legends to talk about here. The next one is the Chem Baroness. We got Renata. When you or an ally hold, you may exhaust me to play a gold gear token exhausted. While your score is within 3 points of the victory score, your gold add an additional 1. Wow, this goes in a pretty unique direction. And it's also another one that's a little bit tricky to evaluate right now, because the gold, how many ways are there going to be to gain gold tokens? And how many ways are there going to be to sort of use gold tokens? Is there going to be additional ways to use the gold tokens, or is it just to pay for the recycle? It can be a tough one, but it's I don't know how to feel about this one. What is your first instinct on it?
So I'm with you. It's hard to evaluate. My guess is we'll get something in the same vein as like buffs, where it's like you could spend gold to pay the cost of this spell, and if that exists, this is a speculation, right? If that exists, then this ability like becomes better if she has some good spells in her color that can be played in that way. I think in general this ability is decently strong. It's like hold to get a power in the future that can be used on anything, and then if you are able to make it to the late game, it's like a power and an energy. But it's like kind of worse than Kaisa, right? Because Kaisa is just always having this power on demand. So that gold has to have that additional payoff to really be actually good. The way I see Renata as of right now is like you want to get on board very fast and play high power cost things and be really aggressive to get early holds, and then you kind of give yourself that refund later with the gold to like not deramp on future turns. But that's just my initial take before we get to see exactly as you're saying, like, are there more gold payoffs? Are there things that can improve your gold further or just make more gold? I'm really stoked for this champion. I'm so shocked we have Renata Glass coming in set 2. I didn't think this was a champion we'd see for a while. I feel like she'd be ignored, but I think the art is awesome and like she's a really cool champion. So I hope it kind of works out, but this is another one where I can't really give it a completely fair shake.
Wonder what the signature spell is gonna or gear or whatever.
That could spend gold too, right? Like. In some way.
Yeah, maybe. All right. Another one that goes in the kind of wait and see box on what else is there for the gold gear synergy. Well, on a bit of a similar note here, we have another legend that also works off gold gear tokens. We have a legend this one is a Severe Battle Mistress. When you recycle a rune, you may exhaust me to play a gold gear token exhausted. When one or more enemy units die, ready me. So we are making free gold. That's probably good, is it?
Yeah, no, I think so. This one's like more face-up value, right? This is like, okay, when you pay a power cost, you make a gold and refund that for a future turn. When you pay a power cost, you won't have to, right? So like that, it's closer to just what Kaisa's ability does. But you can kind of like bank these gold gear and you can use them in different ways and you can get multiple per turn. So this to me seems relatively strong, which is cool for orange purple. I really hoping we get like an orange purple aggro deck that is good in this set instead of just being like Aurora. This deck definitely wants to fight more.
Yeah, it is though with the recycle sort of it seems like the way it is that it fights back on recycling runes. So I could imagine Severe's essentially energy pool just like expanding because we are not having to recycle as often because since we get those extra gold. But then again, on the other side of is it like that? Are we going to play more cards with recycle? Could the Severe deck be something that's just really filled with essentially more powerful cards, so to say, with those recycle costs in order to kind of keep looping this and keep gaining value? And another thing is that since equipping gear often it seems to require that you recycle a rune. So basically, every time you equip a gear, you gain a gold token with this, or you can use the gold to equip. So I'm also very curious about potential Severe gear synergy.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like she wants to spend like 1 power per turn, ideally, and then maybe there's some exceptions, which is really strong. If your deck's curve can be like, yeah, every turn I'm gonna spend a power. Like, I think that's pretty good. That's like you're probably gonna have some pretty high quality cards in your deck if that's what you're doing. And she'll still ramp pretty normally with the game of somebody who wasn't spending a power every turn. If she just like does on turn, off turn, make a gold, spend a gold, make a gold, spend a gold, over the course of the game, she'll ramp pretty normally to any other deck while playing cards that cost power every single turn, which is, I mean, that seems that's probably good.
I agree. I think I said everything I had on that one as well.
Yeah.
So we have a few other cards here. We already looked at Traven, we look at the gear. We have Lucian. Let's look at Lucian here. So Did they say if Lucian was a legend in this set? Do we know?
Yeah, he was on the list.
So this
I
could
think this is
be.
Dave said his favorite one was Lucian actually in
Oh,
some
okay.
interview or something. Yeah.
So we know this could be a legend because the reason why I'm bringing that up because I feel like this is a really high potential champion zone card.
Yeah.
Especially because it is low cost, so it allows you to once again like this low cost, low energy cost, no recycle cards tend to be, from my like just in general like Riftbound deck building sense, tend to be quite valuable because it allows you to play less low cost cards in favor of more powerful cards. Because you know you're gonna have a play going. If you're just going second, you don't. It can be the only 3 energy card that you have in your deck potentially. And not only is it 3 energy for 3 might, but weapon master. So we can equip a weapon without paying the 1 recycle if it's a 1 recycle weapon. Seem like a lot of the equipment is 1 recycle. And first time I conquer each turn, ready me. I think this is pretty good to me.
That's pretty good. It's hit and run tactics, right? You just go score and then you leave, right? And that's nice.
Yeah, and also
there's
yeah. Also just if there's any conquer battlefields, I remember I forgot what all of them are, but there's at least one where you draw a card when you conquer. And what was it? What do you do in the whole?
Spend a buff to draw a card when you conquer.
Spend a buff to draw a card. But there's some conquer battlefields and so I forgot exactly what they were, but. If there are more maybe conquer battlefields or the existing ones where you can get really like good value out of conquering, it's just kind of crazy how you can just keep going back and forth every turn. How do you pin this thing down? It's just if it only attacks or with the weapon master or other equipment, it can get quite big too. It's just I looks like it could be something that many players will play in those like faster orange decks.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, like, Misfortune could consider this because you go in and conquer, and then you give it ganking, and it runs to the other battlefield. There's like Set playing this with a buff on it, and it's like going in and conquering and being just really tricky to ever remove. There's like ways that other orange decks might consider this, especially if they want to play some amount of gear. We were just talking about how Sever might want to be a little bit more aggressive, and she usually wants to pay a power cost per turn, but that could be like playing gear at some other point in the game, and then you like have Lucian in your deck, and Lucian just gets to pick one up for free 1 turn. So there's a lot of like kind of cool ideas with this Lucian card before even considering Champ Zone, and then obviously once we start considering Champ Zone, it's even better when it gets to be in that situation. So I'm pretty impressed with this as like as you said, low cost, no power to pay this. This is a very strong ability.
Yeah. I was certainly going to be on the lookout for this. If it was an I mean, it's impossible to know how everything lands, but I could absolutely imagine this being sort of a chase card as well. It just seems like there's no way it's bad. I'm happy to see that the rare instead of epic, because this could have been if it ended up being some kind of mega chase, I could even see it go really high. But I might be overrating this card, or it's tough to tell. We don't know if the playstyle is going to be strong. It's just a lot for very little. All right.
But you don't understand, Savjz. It dies to Falling Star, so it's unplayable.
Oh, I see. But if you have 1 equipment on it, it doesn't.
Yeah. There you go. We found the workaround.
Okay. We're almost done with this. I think we only have maybe 1 more card. Overzealous Fan. 2 energy, 2 might. I'm a little surprised that this was part of the reveals. I'm like, because everything else is, I don't know. I look at all the other
out
cards.
Of place, doesn't it?
Oh, we have 2 more. Yeah. But this almost feels like out of place. But hey, I mean, it's not bad. It's 2 energy, 2 might. You can play it on turn 1. When I defend, you may kill me to move an attacking unit to its space. I don't think there's like super much to say about this. It is a common card. It's not supposed to be anything crazy.
I think it replaces some 2-drops in a lot of purple lists. The reason I like this card is when you're holding with anything else, like later in the game, let's say you're playing Teemo, right, and you're trying to like hold. When you draw this on your turn and you have a setup to hold, and you just like play this on the base, this is just like face up fight or flight. that your opponent
Yeah.
has to deal with. Because it's really all it is. It's like copies 4 through 6 of Fight or Flight, but it's like worse than Fight or Flight. But also it's a 2-drop. So like early game, you can just play it as your 2-drop and just like not use this ability ever probably, or maybe you do.
Yeah.
But like late game, it actually kind of becomes a useful tool instead of like a dead draw late game.
Yeah, I started thinking about why was this revealed, and I think I realized it because it's for the Draven synergy,
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
Draven
win
was the
combat.
only sort of full package that we got so far. Draven was like the showcase here. It was the only signature we got. We got the legend, we got the signature, and we got one of the champions. So this makes sense because if you have multiple units, your opponent kind of needs multiple units to win the combat, right? So then
Yep.
then you can just push the biggest one back, I guess. So makes sense.
Yep. You kill your weakest one and to push their biggest one. Yeah.
Yeah. And I know there's one more card. I'm sorry, like I'm not seeing it, but I wanted to talk about
It's
the
not
buff.
on there. Yeah.
It's the buff, the green one. I'll pull it from Twitter.
Yeah, it's
There's
the
like the
repeat
half
mechanic.
revealed one, which was on the video. It was called Blood Rush. But I'll pull up the one that they revealed. No, I have it on my Twitter. I think it's just that one, though. Yeah. So the card that I want to talk about is the Feral Strength. It's a 2 energy spell. You can play as a reaction speed, and it gives unit +2 might. It has a new mechanic on it called Repeat, which is essentially that you have the option to pay the cost twice to play the card twice. So instead of giving a unit +2, we can give a unit +2 twice. And there's an important note on this, which might not be obvious just by this. You can choose different. It's essentially like 2 instances of +2. So if you want to, you can choose 2 different units to give +2 might to each. It doesn't have to be the same target. So this is the mechanic, and there was another card that was a red card that was like give +2. We don't know what +2 is. It might?
I
Is
think
it assault?
so my guess was assault because it costs 1.
Yeah,
So I was like, it
that
has
would
to
make
be
sense.
Yeah, has to be assault.
It almost like has to be, right? Okay, but yeah, pretty like basic mechanic in a way, but I think it sounds really fun. And it just seems like a good fit here. But let's talk first about this particular card. Do you think this card is good?
Yeah, I do, but I think it requires like specific decks. I think like Sona decks might like this. And I think like any deck that's gonna try and hold up a mass amount of resources to defend could like it. So Yi could consider this, especially if they're like, for instance, Aurora, and they're just looking for more slots of spells. When I think about it, I immediately try and compare it to Discipline because I think that they're very similar cards. Discipline is 2 and 2 for 2 and then draw 1.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of spots where when you play a Discipline, the best draw would be like an On Guard or another Discipline. And in that case, Feral Strength is better. But then any case where you're only on 2 runes, like obviously Discipline is way better than Feral Strength because you're just like drawing a real card after that. So it's situationally better than what we already have in green, but it's also worse in like any normal situation that is not exactly the kind of spots that you want it. So it's like a consideration for sure, and especially decks like Sona where you're guaranteed to have the 4-up is where I'd maybe consider it more.
Yeah, I think this card is great. I love the repeat mechanic as well. I'm very curious to see the next ones as well. It's just it is that Discipline is just very, very stiff competition because that's such a great card. Drawing a card is so strong, and if you're not paying the repeat cost, drawing a card is just so good. So that's the only reason that I'm sort of on the fence about this. I'm not sure we can play both. I know Unguard is also just for the tempo has been proven to be a pretty solid card, and so whether this will see play or not, I almost feel like you have to play both, but we'll see. Yeah, it sounds like a lot, but with Sona untaps, maybe you have the extra mana. Later on in the game, you might have a lot of energy. If you are the attacker, getting the +4, that can definitely turn the tide. Good card in limited, chat says. Yeah, I agree. I mentioned that paying the repeat. Yeah, you can pay the repeat only once. Yeah, Defy, so it is not 2 instances, or not 2 cards. So 1 Defy would counter the whole thing, yes. But yeah, I like this. I like this card, but Discipline is just Discipline is so good. Will it replace Discipline? I don't think so.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, I think that's all the cards. Pretty cool stuff. I imagine we're gonna get not that many reveals. I saw some of the schedule stuff, and the proper reveal season, the big reveal season. This was a total surprise to me, but the big reveal season, I believe, starts a little bit later. Was it in maybe 2 weeks or so? So I'm not sure. It's a common practice we also seen in Hearthstone in particular. It often happens. It's the way the publishing sort of goes is that they do this kind of big drop. They've been doing the exact same way Blizzard has been with Hearthstone, where they do one big drop, because like pre-orders are starting to open up for the stores, even local game stores can start. Yeah. So getting kind of the hype rolling, but then there's sort of a radio silence for 2 weeks or so, and then we get into the more intense reveal season, where there are probably going to be some new cards either every day or every 2 days or whatever it might be. Some people were wondering online, or we know the reason, but I'm just gonna still like vocalize it. We know the reason why the reveal season is so early. There's some people confused. Like I didn't even get set 1 cards yet. It's because of the disparity right now with China and the rest of the world. The Chinese release is actually not that far away. It's only a month or so. So because of China, the reveal season is starting this early. I don't really mind it, but I can get that if someone's like, oh, like, let's just do set 1 first. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for the cards. I think this set is really hype. I'm really excited to see the next reveals. I think they said that it will be in PAX. What was it? PAX Unplugged?
Yeah, PAX Unplugged. Yeah, PAX Unplugged. It's the same dates that we're in Vegas for SCG Con,
start
season stuff.
It's gonna be a wild weekend, because there's also a big event in Atlanta, and the same weekend. So there's a lot of Riftbounding happening. So much going on. And in Las Vegas, I don't know if you knew this, but that weekend is also the Formula Ones. So they're gonna have a bunch of road closures and everything. So it's gonna be a shit show. I'm not personally like big on formulas or anything like that, but yeah, it usually causes a lot of traffic jams, because they drive the race on the strip. So yeah, during the night there's also going to be, obviously, when they do that, because it's a nighttime race, so it's going to get probably pretty loud and stuff if you are staying in a hotel near there.
Fortunately, I'm not, but that is going to be something that we're going to have to take into account that I didn't realize. That'll be good.
Okay. With all this talk about the new set and the events, let's jam some games on the cards that we know, which is we all know is the set
the cards
1.
We know and love.
Oh, just a moment. Not these two. Oops. That was, I didn't mean to show that, but it's fine. Not a big deal. That's for my video. That's coming out. I'm gonna post it today. So I recorded a Proving Grounds video that I was gonna post yesterday, but then obviously all the stuff happened, so I delayed my Proving Grounds video for today. Gonna close this.
We had recorded a full review of the Proving Grounds product, and we're deciding if we should even post it at this point, because now people can't even like get it. We recorded it a while back, and it's like it feels kind of bad to post it now, because I know your video is
mine is a little different. So mine is still like relevant.
Problem of it,
It's the Proving Grounds situation is crazy video. So the situation is indeed still crazy. They are reselling for $170, and I would very much like to play Annie for Star City Games event, but I don't know if this is gonna be possible. I don't have the cards, and I kind of don't feel like paying as much as it is for the few. Okay. Let's see. I think the codes probably stay the same. Just we can load into a game. Pick any deck you like. I'll probably go for something like my Teemo first. I think the deck is pretty good, but not necessarily competitive.
Yep, I will. I have this Yasuo list that I was working on a little bit. I'll try that out.
Yeah. If you want to play something that's competitive or something, just let me know. I can also pick something that's established strong.
Nah, right now I have seen so much goddamn Kaisa Yi and all that stuff that I like. I like to just kind of play with some of the other legends and see what we can figure out.
Fair enough. Have you seen the latest set lists with the Divine Judgment and stuff?
Yeah. I think it's good.
I think it's pretty good too. I was playing some of it yesterday, and it was working out fine. Like getting ahead early, and then you kind of have the legend. Everything's just like wow. Alrighty.
Okay, I need to load back in. For some reason, my deck had 80 cards in it. So.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah.
Let me fix that.
All good. Not in any rush. When is the Star City Games event? It's a 21st through 23rd of November, so 1.5 weeks. And the main event is on the Sunday, the 23rd. And my friend Casanova and his squad with Turn Them Sideways are going to be doing a broadcast of it, so you will all be able to watch online.
It'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'll also kind of like troll you guys. I was talking to Anu, and he was on the stream yesterday, and I'll probably come on early on before. I'm playing the warm up on Saturday, but I was thinking that I'll come early on Saturday to just say hi, and if you guys wanted to record some, maybe like
you should record some games or something.
Yeah, some games or turning point episode or something. Whatever.
Yeah. I think we should do a winning point episode.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
The winning point, that's right. That's turning point. Alright, anyway. I'm gonna remove 2 of my battlefields. Okay. And roll the dice. Okay, I rolled a 12.
Where can I put the battlefields? I forgot.
So you right click on the you can put it back there, but I usually right click on them and then just click remove.
Oh, okay.
It does say what was removed, but it doesn't really matter. So
that's fine.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
Yeah.
And we can now also reveal the battlefields. We need to do the reveal on it.
Yep. Roll the 7, so you won.
I'll go first. Okay, I'll only got these 2. So you wanna click on the battlefield and right click on it and just select visible to all.
Oh. Yep.
What client is this? We are playing on the TCG Arena. I have a guide on my channel if you all wanna check it out. That will teach you how to play. Okay, I'm gonna get these cameras. Okay. All right, you ready?
I am ready to go.
All right, good luck. Pay 2. Tight turner. I've become such a big fan of the Tide Turner. Oh my
Me too.
gosh.
I've been playing Teemo at Nexus Knights recently. Yep.
All right. And I'll go here. I'm gonna conquer here,
Okay.
and then I will discard and draw. Don't think I need. Maybe I do. Discard something. Fine, I'll discard one of these. And play the other one.
Makes sense.
So, I don't know if you know this, but I'm available to hide the Teemo directly from the battlefield, right? From the
Yeah, you
champion
can.
zone.
Yeah. You totally can.
Because they changed it, yeah. Because somebody was, because I think it wasn't possible, but then they made it possible. But it was just recently somebody was posting on my YouTube video comments that you can't do that, and I was just like, wait, what? I wanted to double check.
You totally can. I think a lot of people have the misconception because Teemo has this like you can pick him up from your champ zone or from the board in his text. That
Right.
people thought, oh,
So
you
it
have to
confuses,
pick
that's
him
the
up from
only
the
way.
champ zone. But no, my understanding is that you can hide Teemo directly from the champ zone.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna hide it. Let's just do it. I'll recycle one. No one.
Well, I will not go there. I will move the merchants. So move trigger. I will discard a scrap heap.
Yep.
And I'll draw 2.
Nice. Do you think Riot will print new Battlefield in set 2? We'll see.
I will go ahead and a 1 for a stack deck. Will draw this one.
Where
and
can I
then-
buy cards? That's an excellent question. I'm so glad you asked.
And I'll play Find Your Center.
Okay.
And I will pass.
All right. I get a point from holding.
Yeah.
Pay 2. Tide Turner. Switch with the monk. And send the monk here.
That not ideal. All right, that's fine. That works.
Okay. Go to 3. And I'm going to pull one of this the ready Tide Turner back, and I'm going to pay 1 and hide a card using the Teemo ability.
Yep, that's good.
And then I'm just gonna pass to you.
Okay.
From your local cards. Yeah, I mean that's the dream, right? But right now the sort is I was making a joke there because right now it's very hard to get them from anywhere. At least I was attempting a joke. There should be more supply towards the end of the year, but right now it's sold out in most places. The game is just the hype is real and the demand is extremely high. Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, gonna have to ship it over to you.
Okay, 2 points from holding.
Yeah.
interesting. I guess I'll play this. We'll just put it to base. Trying to hold against the Yasuo doesn't seem very easy. Yeah, I'm gonna play this Colossus to base. I'm gonna look at my top card for the vision with the vision.
Yep.
I'm going to. I think I'll keep it. It's fine. And man, this is tough. There's so many things you could do. I can't really even like grasp all of it. Yeah, I'll just pass.
All
So
right.
do you have any recommended upgrades for your Yasuo? There's a bunch. Where would I start? I think Tasty Feyfolks are pretty safe. At least 2 copies. Tasty Feyfolk is just a card that you want for other decks too. And if you can get White Flame Protector, I mean that would be ideal. But okay.
Start here.
Yep.
So Yasuo trigger is gonna go on the stack.
So the Emperor Monk is being targeted. I am going to reveal this card. And I'm gonna...
Okay.
Should I push the Yasuo or should I save the Monk?
Yeah.
That's the question. I'm gonna target the Yasuo with this.
Okay. I will just defy it.
Oh, makes sense. Oh boy. I still do have plays. I'm gonna go for a stupefy or attempt to do a stupefy on the Yasuo.
The stupefy can resolve.
Okay. I'm gonna draw a card, -1 on your guy. And then I'm gonna flip the team on the other battlefield, so this gets +2.
Yep. I will then play an on guard on the Yasuo.
Yeah.
Pump him up to 7.
That's right. No, you got it. Okay.
All right. So yeah. So he'll kill the Ember Monk. Yep. And then I will conquer.
Yeah.
And then I think we'll go ahead and play Ride the Winds.
Yeah.
And we'll take Yasuo over here and ready him.
Still a 7. Dang it. Yep.
So I'll trigger kill the Teemo and then kill everything.
Yep.
And then I will conquer here. I will discard a scrap heap and I will draw 2.
Nice.
Scrappy is such a cool card with the Zone Warrens. I saw that the latest sold out Annie list was with 3 Scrappies and always going game 1 with Zone Warrens, and then you just sideboard them out.
Yep. It's something I've been doing in a lot of decks for a while now, and I really enjoy it. So like, yes, these scrap heaps will get sided out
Nice.
in game 2. So, and then I think I'm not supposed to. Am I supposed to try and hold? I guess I have the Zanyas. Kind of reasonable.
Can't wait for Legion to be broken with Guardian Angel. Wait, what? Oh my god. Guardian Angel. Oh, that's such a cool card.
Yeah, I guess I will just. play Annie at
Oh.
home,
Oh wow.
and I will grab Ride the Wind,
Okay.
and it will pass to you.
Sweet. All right. I'm gonna start with a tip 6, recycle 2. Oh, I tapped 1 too many. We go for a singularity.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. So. Oh, actually, this is a good like judge question. I just choose who the Zanya saves in this case, right? Simultaneous
Correct.
on the
Yep.
cleanup.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, I'll just save the Yasuo.
Yeah. Anytime it's like something that happens at the same time, essentially, then you get to choose the order. And then I guess I'll go here. I'm gonna discard a card to draw a card. Oh, and I score. I got 6. Discard a card, draw a card. And go here. Go to 7.
Yep, all good.
And I think that's it.
I think we start by going into the Jeweled Colossus.
Yeah, I'll try to play right the wind, targeting
Just
the
to
Jeweled
move.
Colossus.
Okay. Wouldn't actions? So you can't play this in response to the attack trigger, correct?
Oh, you are right.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. You're absolutely right. I forgot about that.
For a second, I was like,
shit.
"Is Ride the Wind a reaction?" I was like,
It is not.
No,
I,
yeah,
I
it
forgot
is-
about
it
the
is not.
Yasuo. Okay, yeah. You got it. This
Yep,
died.
so Yasuo attack
It
trigger.
dies to the Yasuo ability.
Okay.
Dang it.
So I'll score that. Um. Suppose I will.
And I couldn't but I couldn't react with to you moving to this battlefield with that. No, because again, it's an action, not a reaction. Yeah. Absolutely.
I will tap Yasuo, bring him home.
Yep.
And then I will. Yeah, gotta. I will play Last Breath.
Okay.
To ready him. And then I will target the Tide Turner with the damage. And
Got
then
it.
I will move Yasuo into Warrens.
Okay.
Score that. I will discard Traveling Merchant to draw 1. And then I will pass the turn to you.
All right. I'm going to start with this one.
Yeah, that works.
Gonna ready it and send it here.
Yeah, I will step 2. I will play Ride the Winds,
Ooh,
and I will
okay.
go over here.
Yep, and you score.
Yeah, so you'll score first and draw your card, right? Because mine's
Do-
pending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna yeah. This was the first one. So this will be first. So I'm gonna choose to first take the point, draw, and then Sound Warrants activates. I'm gonna discard and draw. Going to pay 1, and I'm going to hide a card.
Okay. So I'll score for Bandle as well then.
Yeah, you do. Yep. Oh crap. So you're gonna go to 7. All you gotta do is conquer this now.
So I'll hold up to 7, and then I will pay 2 to Yasuo to move him back, and then I will move to Warren's, and then I will respond to the attack trigger with a discipline
Yep.
draw, and so 8 with the attack trigger going towards Watcher.
Yeah, you win. I
Reactions
just
to
have
you.
my crappy sprite here. So.
Yeah, and I'll deny it for funnies.
Oh man! So even if it was like a fight
Yep.
or flight.
Nice.
All right. GG.
Cool.
Let's
GG.
go game 2. Let's see if I have anything I can side in.
I gotta take out these.
Where did it go out? That's always the question. I guess these. These are playing first. So yeah, I'll go first again.
Right, sounds good. You
Remove.
and there we go.
All right, I'll reveal mine. Playing to 9. This one and this one. All right, I'm good to go. Are you?
Yeah, I'm just gonna put one back, and now I'm good.
All right, good luck.
Yeah, you too.
Pay 2. Tide turner. Pass.
I will go ahead and play Clockwork Keeper, and I'll decline the trigger,
Yep.
and I will pass.
Let's go to the Dreaming Tree. I'm gonna score a point.
Yeah, I will just stack deck when
Sure.
you go. And I will look at the top.
Sounds good.
Take this one, and I will put the rest at the bottom. You're good to score.
Yep. Okay, 7-1. And then I'm gonna play the Monk here, and then I'm going to hide a card. And past you. I always feel like my team decks, the team decks that I play, they look so good and they feel so good, but the win rate is just never there. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I actually, at my most recent Nexus night, I went 1-2 playing Teemo, and I was like, damn, I need to adjust this deck.
I
I was
don't
like, what
get
is
it.
going on? This is like my worst Nexus night so far. I think Teemo's really good too, and I just like, I don't know if I'm
I
just
think so
playing wrong or
too.
what it is.
I'm having it's exactly what I'm good at. Is pinpointing problems in card games. I've played a lot of different card games, and I consider myself at least very good at that. But for whatever reason, I'm just really struggling with the Teemo.
I'm gonna go here.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and start with Discipline, and then I'll draw 2.
Yep.
Unless you have like a reaction or something
No,
there.
go ahead.
But I'll draw 2. One's for Discipline, one's for Dreaming Tree. And then I will on guard the Clockwork as well, so I'll pump
Oh,
it up
boy.
to 6.
Okay.
And then I will pass the priority over to you here.
All right. I'm gonna draw 2, or at least try to.
I will defy it.
Boo. Okay.
All right. I have no more things that I'm trying to do here, so
Everything
I
dies.
will trade.
Yep.
And then I'll pass. What I've learned from playing Teemo is, holy shit, do not let Ember Monk stay around. This thing is it's a beast.
Yeah, Ember Monk is it's definitely something special. It's pretty cool. I love it with the way it works with Tide Turner and stuff. I can just like pull it back and then go to the other battlefield. Oh my god, yes.
Take gain and pass.
Yeah. I know how dangerous that thing is, so I'm just gonna have Singularity it.
Yeah, I was hoping you didn't have it, but I figured my best play is still to just rip it.
It's I played enough to know how dangerous it is. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I think if you don't kill it there, I probably win the game.
Yeah.
Straight up. Like, actually.
Yep. Okay, I'm gonna hide a card. Past you. Who's Aspirant Climb? It's mine.
Take an off turn here. Play Mask. Play Keeper. Do no recycle there. And then I'll just play a Merchant. Oh, pass.
Great to see you so enthusiastic about the... Oh, I forgot to score last time. I should be at 3 now.
Yep, go for it. Yep.
Yeah. And I'm gonna start...
Wait, just 2, right? Because you scored, and then I sent something in and contested, and you didn't hold. So then you scored again with a Conquer on the next turn?
No, I should be at 3, because like, it was earlier on in the game. I definitely conquered it, and I played the first monk directly there, so I had 1 point. And then you came in for the trade, everything died, and now I conquered it for the second time last turn, and now I
yes,
get a
and now you
hold
hold.
point.
Yep, that's 3, yep.
So 1
100%.
hold and 2 conquers on this same one. Okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna pay 1, go for a Stupefy on my own monk to draw 2.
Yep. Works.
And I'm going to... well... that's not necessarily what I was going for. No, this is less than ideal. I'm gonna try to draw 2.
Yep, I'll let it go.
Ugh. Oh my god. It doesn't matter though. I wouldn't
It's
have
okay.
played
Yeah,
anything.
no worries.
Whoops. I misclicked. That's fine.
Yep. I'll wait until you... Or are you done? Was that
Yep,
it?
I'm done. I'm done.
Okay.
Great to see you enthusiastic about the game, Savjz. I was there for the good old Hearthstone days. Oh. Yeah, I freaking love this game. It's so much fun. I'm very happy to share it with you all.
Yasuo?
Yeah.
Huh. We kind of just have to ship it. Just do this to send him here. So he's a 7.
I think I misplayed last time, but yeah. So it's a 7.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna go for a Stupefy on my own monk.
Okay.
Draw 2 again. And so because my monk is 3 right now, so if I go for a gust on the monk, this... Wait, no,
Yeah,
I
you could send him...
can flip the Teemo and react to the Teemo with the gust, right? Because then the monk is not buffed yet.
React to the play from hidden trigger? I think so. I'm pretty sure you can.
The monk only gets buffed when the card is actually played.
Right.
And it wouldn't be played, okay?
Yeah, can you respond to it? Because he's a unit, though. Can you respond to that?
Ooh, that's a good point. Probably
because
not.
Teemo does have a trigger, right? Because he gains might.
Ooh.
So because
But
Teemo gains might, you no, but that happens once
after it's already
I don't know.
played.
Yeah, I honestly don't know. That is a really interesting question.
Technically,
I'm an 0-1 judge, by the way.
So it actually doesn't matter here because the Teemo is gonna die either way. So I could just cast my own guy and let like the card go to trash directly. But it is an interesting question. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna go for the Ghast on the monk.
Okay. Yeah.
And that is an interesting question, but it's not gonna matter here. I'm just gonna return this to hand, and then like this goes to it dies either way. So
Yeah. What would happen regardless is your monk would go to hand, and I would kill the
Timo
Timo and
would
take it.
die
Yeah.
regardless. Yeah.
Yeah. So that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay.
Then from here, I think we just send the keeper in.
Yep.
So I'll conquer the dreaming tree and then conquer this one,
That's right.
and then I'll pass you.
I think I gotta slam this. I'll just go for the Yasuo.
All right.
One more. 1, 2. Go here.
Yep. That's just gonna happen. I got nothing for you.
Yep. Okay, I go to 4, and then I'm gonna pay 1 and use the Timo ability to hide.
Yep.
Right.
I'll score 1 for holding.
Wait, can you defy the console to pass? If it was played from hidden, does that make the cost 0 for defy's purpose?
It's whatever's
no.
printed on the card.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's what's printed on the card. So it's still a 4 mana card, but defy is up to 4. So yeah, defy is up to 4. So either way, you can
Play another Yasuo and send him in. It's a 7.
Oh my god, dude. So you have only 1 mana open though.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, I am going to try to. Wait, but this wouldn't even. Okay, so oh no, because it's a 7 from the mass.
Yeah, it's a 7.
That's right.
Yep.
So I'm going. Since you only have 1, I'm gonna try to push your guy back. I mean, you might have a
Okay.
defy though. No defy. Okay.
No, you push him.
Well, it doesn't.
Okay.
I could have drawn a card if I did my own guy, but not sure what's better.
And then I will just move the keeper back, I think.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna move merchant in here,
Okay.
and I will discard a mask, and I will draw a card, and I will pass.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I get a point from holding.
Yep.
So you're at 3, you would go to 5. I'm not really like excited about trying to defend against the Yasuo. I'm gonna start with the Colossus here.
Yeah.
And play the base. Look at the top card. I'm gonna keep that there. Seems like it's a pretty good card. And then I'm gonna pay 4. Play the monk, and I'm gonna pull back the watcher. Getting my squad ready.
Okay, I will score for holding. I will pay 3 for a find your center.
Oh yeah, it's still 3 because of the
Yeah, 'cause you're
aspirants
9.
climb. Yeah, because of the climb.
Yeah.
Nice observation. That's like a really common mistake. I always forget. I'm just like, oh, that's 5, so it must be 1 mana. But no.
I'll move merchant back. I'll
Sure.
discard a merchant. I'll draw. I'll take Yasuo to the dreaming tree.
Uh-huh.
I'll conquer that.
You got it.
Then I will we'll hide a card here.
Mm.
I think I will just
So that could be it's probably a fight or flight, I guess. Could be anything. Gonna start by moving here with this, just with this.
That's good.
Okay, score a point. And I'm gonna pay 1 with the team or to hide a card.
Yep.
And then I think I'll reinforce here. Then let's do maybe student here. Okay, that's
Okay.
it.
All right. A neat idea. I'll reveal the Zonias. Come back to base. Oh, I should
Oh, okay.
get my hold point to 6.
Yep, 6 should be 6 is right.
I will.
In the
A2
interaction with
for
Yasuo
a-
and Monk hidden, you can react, cast, resolve before Yasuo resolve. Yeah, that was not
React,
the part.
yes, but
Yeah,
yeah.
that's not the part we were like confused about.
Discipline on Yasuo, so I'll draw 2.
Sure.
I will move Yasuo back,
Okay.
and then I will last breath on Yasuo.
Ooh.
So I'll ready him, and I will deal damage to someone at Aspirants. I will pick Thousand-Tailed Watcher. And then I will move Yasuo in. He'll get +1 from the mask up to 9. And we'll have a Yasuo trigger on the stack here.
Alright, I'm gonna react with this. Wait, which one did you target? The Monk?
Oh, I would target the monk, yes, because you got a hidden card here.
Alright, I'm gonna draw 2.
Yeah.
Yep, so Yasuo resolves.
Okay, so the monk will die, and now it's 9 versus 6.
Yep, I'm gonna go for this.
What the fuck?
Gonna possess the Yasuo.
What the hell? Okay, wait. Do I have anything? No, I don't. This is.
It's my sideboard card.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. That'll go to your base then, I guess.
So you gotta right click on it and like give to player. I think there's like a drop down.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
Okay. I will play a Find Your Center for 1.
Yep. Yeah. I did the exact same thing to Anu yesterday, and his reaction was pretty much the same as well. It's like, okay.
I will play a stack deck.
Yep.
I'll draw this one. These to the bottom.
And don't forget to recycle third. Oh, it was 3 purple. Thank you, chat. Okay, I thought it was 2. Yes, that's correct. It is triple purple. Thank you, YouTube chat. What shall I download? So you actually don't need a download for this at all. You just play in your browser. There's a guide on my YouTube channel you can find. On my Riftbound channel.
Okay, so I guess I need to do this. I will fight or flight to push your Jeweled Colossus.
Ooh. Okay. I'm tapped out, so yeah, that works.
I will score this to 7.
Yep.
And then I'm passing. God, what the? That possession was really good here. Like, what the?
It definitely did work out. Okay, I'm gonna start by moving this here.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, 7. And so if that, yeah, I'm still good. This is 6. I can just move that. And then I'm gonna send the Yasuo here.
Yep. That will trigger and kill this guy, so he'll just come home, and the Zhonya's will go.
Okay, and I'm gonna pay 1 to hide. How much do I have actually? I guess I'll go for stack deck first, actually. Yeah. Stack the deck. This one. And I'm gonna jam him. No. One more. I'm gonna pay 1. Use the Team of Legend to hide a card. And then I'm gonna pay 8. Recycle 2. I'm gonna jam a Mundo here. Okay.
Yeah, probably gonna do it.
So this is like a 21 right now.
Yeah.
Chat, yes, I will get to the deck list. Hold on. So YouTube chatter. If you are in Twitch chat, you can just do exclamation mark deck. I'm gonna give you a link to my. I can pin it in the chat.
The Kane. The Yasuo. Oops. Just need to. I need this rune back. That's there. This one goes back.
There you go.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So, yep, Yasuo, the Kane in.
Okay.
Discipline it to draw 2.
Sure.
GG. Yeah.
Right,
I had to
GG.
find something. I was trying to think. I think I'm just like runes short anyway here.
All right, game 3.
Yep.
I assume you will be going first now.
Yeah.
When does it happen? Do you like
Actually?
Do you keep
yeah.
that information before or after sideboarding?
So you will sideboard, you will reveal battlefields, and then you decide.
And then you just okay. So technically, I wouldn't know now that, but it seems likely that you will. So.
Yeah.
I feel like what do they go out? Not sure what to take out.
I'm actually gonna think because I might end up going second. This is like I was testing out this other battlefield here, and I think I might actually 1 second on it. So I'm gonna see what yours is, and then I'll decide.
Sure.
Because if you've got one that I have to go first on, then I will go first. But if not, then I'll be going second.
Oh my gosh, I'm struggling with what to take out now. Okay. Ready to reveal the battlefields?
Yes, sir.
Ooh.
Warrens. Oh, I should have thought that might happen and boarded differently. Because I know you're playing Windows. Of course, this is your third. That's okay.
So
I will go second though with that.
okay. And obelisk, so I'm gonna start with 3.
Yep.
Let's first move to the Ooh, I don't know about this one.
I'll keep.
Okay. Alright, good luck.
So,
Start with the stack deck. Probably this. Yeah, for sure. For sure. This with the hand, those randomly bottom. I'm gonna pay 2, and I'm just gonna play the team.
yeah, that's good.
And past you. Oh, it was actually already on you.
Oh, yep, there we go. That's fine.
Yeah.
Let's do it manually.
I guess it's fine. Yeah. Doesn't really matter. How you been
Fair
liking
enough.
the sprite spell? It's surprisingly good.
That's you.
I feel like it made the deck better when I added it. Okay, I'm gonna go here with the Teemo.
Yep, that's fine.
And I'm going to discard a card. I get a point first, and then discard a card to draw a card. Pay 4, I'm gonna jam the monk here, and then... So you might have a buff for that. Guess I'll pay 1 and hide a card using the Teemo.
Okay.
Can you possession on top of Yasuo attack trigger? No, unfortunately not, because it is an action speed. So possession would have to be a reaction. That's what happened in the previous game. Like I had to wait for the Yasuo to kill one.
I will play stack deck.
Yep. Have I tested Teemo versus Kaisa? The Teemo, I don't find Teemo competitive at this time. There might be, I think there's some potential with Teemo, but right now I'm not really considering Teemo a like a tournament competitive deck necessarily. You can
feel like
make
I
the top
could
16
lose
though
the
if you
game.
cheat. We have evidence of that.
True. I feel like I could lose the game on the spot with this. I'll move merchant here.
Okay.
Discard a find your center, draw.
Yep.
It's a 3. I will discipline up to 5. Draw a card for that. And I will pass priority 5 into 5 currently.
Interesting. So you have the legend, so you could technically like push it back here as a 6. Well, I am definitely going to play this. I'm still thinking. I'll try if you have a defy, I guess. Yeah. I'm gonna.
Yep, go ahead.
I guess I'll announce the target. I'm going to. I would be targeting. Wow, this is actually tough. This is really tough. So if I push your guy back in, just legend it right back in here. But it might not be that bad for me because this monk would still be a 6, and you would be a 6, so you wouldn't. That's such a tough spot. Or I could push back my own team and just have the monk at 6. But then if you have one more buff in your hand, then you would have 7. If I push your guy back and you have a buff, that would also get me screwed. But then you wouldn't be able to play a discipline number 2. It would have to be
on guard, right?
on guard. So I would get, if I push your guy back, I would get blown out by on guard, basically. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna force you into playing that other card. I'm gonna pull back my own team, and now this becomes 6.
All right. I will play the discipline. Go up to 7. Draw.
Okay. Well, yeah. I was like, which one do you have? And I was just okay. I was playing around card. Yep, you got it.
Yep. All right. Cool. So
it's not all bad. Like I get Timo can go score from the other battlefield, right? So
I will discard another Finder Center and I'll draw.
yeah.
And I will pass.
Okay. Can't believe I'm hardcasting this again, but that's where we are. Well, actually, no. Maybe I shouldn't. But there might be a better play. I'm gonna pay 1, and I'm gonna try to ghost your traveling merchant.
Yeah, that results.
Okay. And then I'm gonna go here.
Yep. Nothing for me.
Okay. I go to 2, and now I discard and draw. I'm going to discard. I think it's this. That one. Okay. Oh, but you're gonna have 8 next turn, so it could be yours. Oh, shit. I suppose I can put that in the base, though. That's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm gonna pay 1. I'm gonna hide a totally not consult the path that I showed over here.
Right, fair enough. We could just go. We play the Yasuo.
Yep.
I'm gonna pretend like I didn't see the consult the past. I'm just gonna play Zona's Hourglass.
Okay.
And I'm gonna pass you.
So
Sometimes I gotta be patient with this deck.
Point from holding, and then I'm gonna draw 2.
Yep.
1, 2. Interesting. So you have the Zonias. I think I just pull this back and pass to you.
Sure. I'll move into Warrens.
I'll try this. I don't know if you sided in some wind walls or something.
No, that's gonna resolve. So let me. I mean, I figured this could happen, but yeah.
It was definitely at least a little bit telegraphed since I had so many cards in my hand.
And then I'll just play a Cane.
Ooh. Well,
And
that might be
then-
even more dangerous though for me.
I'll just play an additional Hourglass.
Oh wow. Okay.
Actually, I don't even know if that's. Yeah, I will. I'll play an additional Hourglass.
Cool.
And I will pass the turn.
Oh god. That thing is gonna go immune. I do need to score this though. I'm gonna start by moving the team over here.
Yeah, that resolves.
Okay, I go to 4. Going to discard. I won't need this one. Discard that. Draw. I'm gonna go here with this monk. Score here.
Yep, it's good.
And I just like admitting defeat at these battlefields. I'm gonna tide turn my monk back. It's just you can have it. I know I'm not gonna be able to beat that. I'm gonna pay 2. I'm gonna play the student.
Yep.
And then I guess I can also. I'm gonna pay 1. I'm gonna return this team to my hand. I can
Okay.
even play it, actually. I can even play it again. I wonder if I should. I mean, it's just a 1/1, but it's still it can still conquer, and I can always return him back again if I want to. So, yeah, why not?
Sure. We'll start with Yasuo, move Kane to Warrens.
Yep.
So I will conquer that. I will and so I will discard Merchant and I'll draw 1. And then I will move Kane here.
Yep.
As a 7. Yeah, conquer that. Then I will play a stack deck.
Yeah.
I will add this to hand. I'll put these to the bottom. And then I will. Jeez.
It's kind of scary, but at least I'm ahead on points. So.
I will hide this. There.
Oh, okay.
I think I just have to pass.
Okay. So it could be a third Zonias, or it could be fight for flight. I guess fight or flight would be more likely right now. Yeah, I think this is how it's gonna be. So I'm gonna send this in.
Okay. So Kane is a 7.
Correct.
And so the attack trigger will go here.
Yeah,
think
Kane
this
gets
is how this works.
Because defense trigger goes on top of the stack.
Yeah.
Mine goes like
Yeah.
in first.
Yeah.
So right now, the mask will be the first one to.
So can I
trigger.
let the defender trigger resolve and then respond to the attack trigger, right?
Probably.
I can,
I don't
right?
see why not.
Okay. So this resolves to 7, and then I will
And the Yasuo has to target that. Okay.
Yep, and then I will fight or flight in response to the target of that on my Kane to bring it home.
Yeah.
And then I will let the attack trigger resolve and go to actions. So now you have action priority, but I assume you're gonna do nothing because you'd be winning here.
Yeah. Right now. Yeah. I'm waiting to score.
Yep.
Okay. But it sounds
Yep.
like you're riding the wind.
And then I will ride the wind Yasuo or Kane back in, and now he is an 8. He is
No. Yeah. Okay.
he is attacking now.
I guess
right?
so.
And he is immune to damage. If this, I believe that is how this all works, and I don't know.
Yeah, I think you're right.
But so I think I can now conquer this because I'm now the attacker.
I mean, neither one of us has scored here, so yeah. Either one
Right.
who remains would score. But I'm gonna go for Stupefy now.
Yes. Okay, so now I would be a 7.
Oh my god, yes, because you went to 8
Yeah.
from that. Yeah,
Because
yeah,
now I
yeah.
became an attacker with the Mask of Foresight, and I went to 8.
Oh, that sucks. I'm still doing it though. Okay, so I'm gonna draw a card. Oh, okay. Well, that was a good draw, but you might have something. But I have to try, obviously. Fight or fight?
Yeah. I'll defy it.
Yeah, I figured that might happen. Oh boy, I might be getting smoked here. Yeah. So now we would go to combat damage. I assume that you're fine with that.
Yes.
And
I'm
your
fine with that.
guy is both bigger and immune to damage, so this goes to trash now.
And then I conquer this,
Yeah, you do.
which is very funny.
You can put the Yasuo
then-
in your trash now.
So I want to know. I don't think it works like this, but because Yasuo is supposed to go to my trash, does he become a friendly unit where Yasuo Zhonya's triggers? This is like a thing that they need to give I think a
Oh,
rules
wow.
thing out for possession, because like when does it become friendly? When does it become my card?
That's such a niche situation.
Yeah. Because like rules wise, I don't think that like your possessed unit should like trigger my Zhonya's and I get it.
It should not.
But also like I could see a world where that is how that
Where-
works.
Yeah, where
I would
technically,
like-
according to the rules. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
So
could
I would
also-
love a rules thing. We don't need to play it like that now. Let's put it in the
No.
trash because I think that's how it should work. But I would
Yeah.
really love some clarity on that because this is a super niche interaction that could potentially work in that I get Yasuo and a Zhonya's dies.
What's the confusion? So I had a possessed unit and it died. When it dies, it goes back to Casanova, and there's Zhonya's hourglass. So would the Zhonya's technically save it from going to the trash, and it would just go to play instead, but we don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
And the thought is that it wouldn't, right? But there is like a
yeah.
world where it could.
it shouldn't, but I don't. It comes down to the exact wordings and stuff, and I don't know the technicalities well enough.
Yep.
It becomes friendly after the death, and the trigger is when friendly units dies. So that's what chat is
Nice.
saying.
Okay.
Okay.
No,
so
I
this
think,
would-
and that's what I think we both thought would be.
Yeah, that's
what
what we
makes
would
the most
like
sense.
think that it should be.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
So I'm going
I have no reaction to you running in there, so you can
Okay.
go for it.
So I discarded a card. I'm gonna draw a card. Okay, that's potentially quite good. I got a 6. So that'd be a 4. Oh, it's not as good as I thought. So you would get a 5. So if I double conquer next turn, I'm good. Okay. I'm gonna pay 3. I'm gonna play Yordle.
Okay.
I'm gonna pay 2. I'm gonna pay Student. That has ganking, so I guess I'll save the Teemo, putting it back to my hand. And I'm just gonna pass you.
All right, I will score for hold. I will move.
The enemy dies, but
Kane
Death Knell
over.
will trigger for the owner. Oh god, does it?
That makes sense.
Oh god, that's so awkward and weird.
Yeah,
true.
moved is on Warrens. I assume
Yeah.
that's good. I will toss this clockwork and I'll draw.
That would be like super
Guess we just have-
important. So Death Knell triggers after card is sent to discard pile. Okay, so for something like Tasty Feyfolk, if it was Tasty Feyfolk, then you would get the runes and the...
I see.
Oh gosh. That makes possession a lot worse. Still trying to confirm change of control and when exactly becomes friendly. Thanks, chat. It's really helpful.
Play Annie and grab Redwind, and
Okay.
path to you.
Well, I guess now I know it's there. But you only have so that's all you can really do. So I think I got this then. I want to accelerate the Watcher.
Okay.
So I guess the one that matters is the gain. So it goes to 3. And then I'm going to start by... Wait. I should start by trying to actually conquer... Yeah, that's better. So I'm gonna send this here first.
Yeah. So... basically,
Yeah,
I just have to do this now. I don't think I actually can wait, so I'll write the wind over.
Yeah. I think it's correct, but
Yep.
I think you will.
So now he becomes 5 because he was minus
5 now.
3.
So this dies, and then I
Yeah.
put this here, and then I will send this here, and because you're tapped out, I'm just shortcutting. So he will become
Yeah.
7. Zonias will save your guy, but I get to score both.
Yeah,
so.
but you get to score. Yep,
Yeah.
there you
Good
go.
Games. So good
Yeah,
game.
that was
Good
a fun
test.
series.
Let's do at least one more, maybe one or two, depending how much time you have.
Yeah, I probably have time for one.
Okay. Yeah, if you play
Yeah,
one more,
I could
that'd
probably
be
do
great.
one. I could do one. Yeah,
Sure, sounds great.
that was a fun series
Yeah.
though.
I'm gonna go for Set for the next one.
Okay,
think.
I'm gonna try out. I did make some adjustments to Leona, but it's pretty similar to what I played last time. So I think I have another list that might be kind of cool. I don't know how it's gonna play into set, but I think we can try it, and hopefully it gives us a good game. Because I've been like brewing some stuff, so this is pretty experimental.
Yeah, I think I have a pretty good set list, but yeah, you can play whatever you want. Like it doesn't matter to me. Whatever you think is fun. So just like giving a heads up on the power level. So I kind of
Yeah.
you know approximately where we at.
Actually, I have the Leona made, and I know how to play it. Let's just do the Leona,
Sure.
and I think this will give us a good matchup because I think Leona is like pretty decent into set. So
Yep. Okay, now remove battlefield. Yeah, I think the decks actually get shuffled automatically, by the way, so it's not necessary to. Yeah.
Nice. I have like a switchboard Jinx deck is the one I was gonna bring. It's like a switches from being like an aggro Jinx deck, and then in sideboarding, if the matchup is good for it, you can swap into a like a Phoenix Rocket recursion deck.
Interesting. Sounds fun. I don't know how good, but fun. Definitely.
Yeah, it's a fun idea. I'm not certain if it's like actually good or not. Oh, we have to roll again.
Yep. You got it.
All right. Cool. Reveal.
Yeah.
Green's greatest. Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
I will go first.
So this arena's greatest in set is kind of like my own spice. I just felt like based on the games that I've played that I want to be fast. So I know it's not commonly played, but I felt that it's worthy inclusion against some of the better decks. Okay.
I
Just let me know when you're ready.
I put 2 to the bottom, and I'm ready.
Good luck.
So far, it's pretty bad luck because I upped the 2-drop count significantly, and I missed.
Okay. I almost missed as well, but I did just get it. It's not the best, but it'll do.
Yep. Right. Yeah. Easy, turn 2, Leona, normal, gaming. I guess we should each have a point for greatest.
Oh yeah,
And
that's
I'll
true.
pass.
Yep, we definitely should. And interesting. The obvious play is just a set from the champ zone. Shield on that. Yeah, I don't need to overthink this. Let's just go. Just gonna play the set. Put a buff on it. And I guess I can sacrifice this, so then for the point. Yep, that's it.
Alright.
And then we're past you. We've been over like 40 viewers on YouTube today. That's pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah, that's the highest I've had of a YouTube chat in particular, or YouTube stream. Pretty sweet. Yep, this dies, and you get a buff.
I'll score it 2. And I'll just pass.
Okay. Wow, that's
Yep.
a little bit spooky, I would say. So you probably have like discipline, and you could have the signature for sure. But I think I still gotta go for it. And the signature would like recycle too, so I'm actually not that scared of it. Okay, I'm gonna consume the buff on the set.
Okay.
So it goes to 8. I'm gonna pay 2. I'm gonna beat rookie. I'm gonna buff the set, and I'm gonna shortcut here. I'm gonna just consume the new buff as well.
Yep, sounds good.
Make it 12, and I guess I'll. Yeah, that 12 should be enough. Yeah, send it here.
I will react with I think I did the math right here. So she's 5, 6, right? So then
Yep.
I'll react to Shen.
Okay.
And then I will stun set. And I'll put the buff on Shen to make defending for 12.
Huh. I do have moves, but I'm still a little bummed by this. Good moves on
Yep.
your part for sure. I'm going to. So like either way, I can't play anything more. So you're at 12. Wow.
I'm at 12 exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, that was smooth. Oh shit. But you lost a lot of runes, so I get that.
Yes, I did. It's not a it was not a free defense here
No.
by any means.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna like just pay mana and cast Call the Glory on this.
Yeah, that works.
And
So
you're
you'll just
tapped
bounce.
out, so we can like shortcut here. So this bounces
Yep.
back.
Yep.
And oh, but it's stunned until the end of the end.
He's
of
stunned the whole turn, so even
I
if
was
you
like,
showstopper or anything, you can't.
Yeah, I mean I could, but it would just be
Or
wasted.
monetary or something, but yeah.
I guess I could technically showstopper it to the other battlefield, and
Yeah.
I can still score with like a stunned unit, right?
Yes, you can. Yeah. Because if you're just the only unit there, you just score. So.
Because that's so many points. I think I'm gonna do it. I mean, I know showstopper is really good, but
I think this is a pretty reasonable
I think it's
idea.
worth
I
it.
don't know if it'll come back to bite you, but like it is a like very reasonable idea.
yeah. Because what happens here as well is because I get a card from the monastery, so I'm gonna consume the buff and then rebuff. So I'm gonna go to 3. I'm gonna throw a card, and this gets a new buff. So I think that was worth. We'll see. We'll see.
I think it's pretty fair. Pretty fair idea.
And I guess I'll hide a card. Yeah, I'm gonna hide a. Yeah. I'll see it. Yeah. I could also use the legend to save it if it's gonna die, but.
I'll score for hold. I'll move Leona home.
Okay.
I will pay 4 to put a Sona next to my Shen.
Nice.
And I will pass the turn. Ready my runes.
Okay. I get a point from holding. Okay, that's interesting. So you have, so the Shen would be, if I attack in, it would be a 6. You also have like a
Yep.
very big amount of runes.
Yeah, so I'm representing 10 there, plus 4
Yeah.
runes up.
Okay, I think what I want to do is I'm going to move the Speed Rookie in. I'm going to move the set out. And play a Fiora. And I think that's the turn.
Yeah, that hidden card is really annoying because I feel like I'm walking into a hidden blade.
Yeah,
It's
it's
not
not very
something I
well
really
hidden,
wanna do.
because there's like nothing else
Yeah.
to play, really.
Yeah. Score.
The question is, though, would I use it on your guy or my guy? Probably on yours, but
Yeah.
they could always be, like, notified. Yeah, in this situation on your guy. There's some other situations, though, where it makes sense to draw.
Wonder if I just take the cards and try and figure out from there. Sure. Go here. Stun trigger goes on the stack.
Yeah, I think I'm supposed to. I'm gonna hidden blade the Leona.
Okay. Yeah. I assume obviously before the stun goes off.
Yes.
I don't get a buff. Yeah.
Yes,
and
I
then I'll
react to
draw
the
2.
I react to the stun trigger. Yeah.
Yep. 2.
Or like stun going on stack. That is.
I will pay 3 to find your center.
Okay.
Get a rune. Draw a card.
And Sona kind of popping off here.
I think I'll just do that again.
Okay.
So, rune, draw a card. Yeah, I'll pass, and
Okay.
we'll untap 4.
Yep.
I'll send it over to you.
Oh, that's nice. I try to get a point from holding. I'm gonna start, or at least by trying to sabotage.
That's really interesting. Yeah, I'll defy it.
Okay. I'm gonna consume the buff on the set. 1, 2, 3,
Yep.
4. I'm gonna King Ku Monk. I'm gonna buff Fiora and the set.
Yep.
I'm gonna consume the buff again on the set. 12.
Yep.
And I'm gonna send it here.
Okay, so 12 into 10 currently.
Yeah, that's right. And now I'm just praying you don't have double buffs.
Huh.
I guess I would still be okay, kind of, maybe. I don't know. Still got something.
Like this weird thing where I'm like deciding if I'm supposed to just trade with the set.
Yeah. No links allowed in the chat. If you want to post like custom card, you should post it on like this on
I'm just gonna Zenith Blade
Reddit
him.
or something. You do what?
I Zenith Bladed him.
Oh,
I
Zenith
put a buff
Blade.
on
Okay.
Sona. Yeah. I hate this, but I think it's
Okay.
correct.
And
So I'm
your
at
guys
11.
are 11 still, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So this bounces back.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't do anything about that. What's the effect? Should I? I feel like this Beetrook is no good for defense, so I'm just gonna pull it out. I think that's it. Yeah. You missed power because no sabotage, did I? I'm gonna check. I'm pretty sure I cycled, but I may have not. Oh, I did not. Chat is correct. I can recycle one. Thank you.
I will. Play a Tasty Faithful at home.
Uh-huh.
And I will pass the turn. Ready for it.
Okay. So this is back to 4, no buff. Alright, first things first. I think I need some cards. So I'm gonna send the Fiora here, and I will. Yeah. Well, then I will.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so no blade thingy. So I'm gonna conquer here, and I'm gonna spend the buff to draw a card. Go to 6. And now. Oh boy. Technically I'm ahead, so I could just stack everything on the right side, but I don't know if that makes any sense. So you will go to 6, and if you conquer here, you will go 7. This is tough.
Yeah, it's a tight game.
It's
It's a cool
very
matchup
close.
the way it works, because I can't outmight you. But like I have stuns, so it's like this weird tension of like I need to try and get enough might to still kill you when I stun you, because right now like these bounces are not super in my favor, right? Like I'm behind on board and
yeah,
behind
I
on
really
the
would
points
need
because of it.
something like an arena bar right now, but I only play 1 copy. I needed some buffs. I'm out of buffs.
Yeah, that's my hope. Got to run you out of buffs.
Yep,
You're set.
you did it. So this only has ganking when it's mighty. Oof. There's so many different things that your last cards could be. So what do I have here? I have 10. You have.
Currently 11.
11, yeah. This might be a throw, but I'm just gonna go for it. This is so risky. I'm gonna play a Fiora for 4.
Okay.
Play first mate. I'm gonna ready it, and then I'm gonna send in the squad.
So 4, 8, 12.
12 against
14?
your 11, and then I'm gonna pass the focus to you.
Yeah, you're 14 versus my 11.
Oh, 14. Yeah,
yeah.
14. Yeah. Much better. That's actually huge because then 1 buff isn't enough for you.
We'll start with a discipline. On Shen. Doesn't matter too much.
Okay.
Draw.
No reaction to that.
Okay. Yeah, all right. Gonna have to pass it back to you with me at 13 and you at 14.
Okay, I'm gonna accept it. So I guess
Okay,
you
I'll
probably
kill
need to
everything
beat
but Pit Rookie. Yep.
My gamble may have paid off. I go to 7, and I'm gonna pass to you.
Okay. Yeah, I will send a Fey Folk to Fiora.
Yep.
Okay. I will play a Fey Folk Accelerated and send it here.
Okay. I'm gonna try to hidden blade it.
I'll defy it.
Dang it.
I'll conquer that one, and then I will go on to need to. I don't know if I just showed that to you. Oh, yeah, I did, but that's fine. I'll just hide it there.
No.
There we go.
I'm going to the other one anyway if I can, but
Yeah.
No, I think you got it. I think it's checkmate.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll just play my hand, but it doesn't do the 3, then 4. I need the arena bar so much earlier. 4, Kiana. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. Good game.
Right.
Oh my goodness.
Good game.
So close.
Yeah, that was a fun one. Again.
Now some
Look and see.
sideboarding maybe. Get so many spells. Maybe I'll have that. So I'm gonna go first. Oh, I guess I shouldn't tell that yet. But I might go first. There's a chance.
Considering going first, yeah.
Definitely.
Hmm.
I think I take this one out because it's gonna get divided. Okay, that's fine. Alrighty.
Yep.
Let's reveal this. You can reveal your battlefield.
Oh, I thought I did. There we go. Oh, there we go.
Sweet. Okay, I'm gonna go first.
Okay.
Definitely at least that. Just one is fine. Okay. Alright, I'm good.
I
to
will
go.
also do one.
Yep.
Yep. Go ahead.
Alright, good luck.
Yep, you as well. Okay. Just a keeper and a pass.
Cool. Going to pay 4. The Kiana. And I think I'm supposed to. I mean, obviously, you could easily have some buffs, but I gotta go for the points. So set this here. Good one. And pass.
Okay.
Would you play Ari if you don't have Tasty Fey Folk? Tasty Fey Folk is mega good in Ari. But you can play it without it. But Tasty is just one of those cards you just want to have a playset of, I think. It's really good in many different green decks.
Huh. Always really a hard decision to make. I'm supposed to try and slow down your points by killing this thing. Or if I just need to develop. I'm gonna try this line. I wouldn't normally do this.
Alright.
I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna play Discipline.
Sure.
So bump it up to 4. Draw. And yep. So I'll take this Conquer.
You got it.
And then I will actually pass the turn.
Okay. I'm gonna start by attempting to showstopper.
I'll allow it.
Sweet. Gonna put a buff on this, and it's gonna go here.
Yep. And then I will call the Glory, paying for it to bump it up to 5.
Okay. Nah, I'm gonna do my own gold declaring.
Makes sense. That will work.
Okay. I'm gonna take a point. And I'm gonna take a card. Then I'm gonna gank here. I'm
Yep,
gonna take
that's
a
pretty good.
root. Should I actually keep the buff? I wonder. No, I should not. So I'm gonna take a point. I got a 3. I'm gonna consume the buff to draw, and I'm gonna use the Kiana to, interestingly enough, also draw.
Yep.
Yeah. Like, so you're gonna be at 7, so you could not accelerate the Feyfolk. I need to think about if there's anything else. Is there anything I can like immediately threaten this? I can't think of anything. Okay.
Play Leona.
Oh, I guess you can play it.
Play
Oh,
Zonius.
yeah, okay. Okay, that's fine.
And pass.
Okay.
Yeah, very far behind this game.
Okay, point from holding. I'm gonna beat Rookie buff the Kiana.
Yep.
And move the
Good.
Kiana back. And then I'm gonna pay 3. I'm gonna play a first mate. I'm gonna ready the Kiana. Go here.
Yeah, that's good. All you.
I go to 5, and I'm going to draw a card again. I just don't think I need the runes. And interesting. I guess I'll hide a card. Okay.
Or I guess we go here. I'll float a rune, and then stun Kiana. I'll pay for the rune.
Yeah. I'll like react to the Leona trigger by trying to hidden play the Leona.
Yeah. I think I will go ahead and defy that.
Okay.
So Leona will get a buff.
Yep.
So 5 into 5. So she'll kill Kiana.
Yep. I'm gonna consume the buff to save her.
Yep. Conquer. Then I'll pay 1, 2, 3, 4, and just play a Fiora at base.
Okay.
And I will pass.
Well, you have 2 open. That's smells like discipline. Could be anything, I suppose. Did he play Reflect? He did. Yeah, he did. I'm gonna play the Brawler from the Champion Zone.
Yeah, makes sense.
And then I'm gonna consume the buff.
Okay.
And I'm gonna attempt the Showstopper on the set.
I'll defy it.
Okay. So that's so it will become a 6 because of the shield. Oh my gosh. Pay the rune. Oh, for this. Yeah, I should be at 4 runes right now. Correct. Yeah. I should reset. I was at 6 when the turn began, so 1 for the set and 1 for the showstopper. Okay. I guess you could have a buff, but I'm gonna go for this. I'm gonna send these two here.
Okay, and you're tapped out with no buffs here. Right?
This is pretty YOLO. If you got the on guard,
Yeah.
like, you're gonna smoke me here.
So I'm at 6 right now into that. I guess I'm supposed to do this because I really need to like slow down your scoring. I shouldn't like just fully allow this. I'll play Call the Glory, spending the buff,
Call the Glory. Oh,
and so pump this up to 8 then.
Oh shit! I was like, I don't think you play on. I did get blown out. Okay, it's not over yet because I have a lot of points, but yeah, okay.
Yeah,
my
you're
guys
super ahead in
decide.
cards, ahead in points. It's definitely like still a close game, but
Yeah, because of the points. Okay, well it is what it is. Okay, and I have a lot of cards too from the earlier.
Yep.
So I'm gonna go to the left battlefield now with this repeat
Yep.
rookie.
yeah, that's good. I got nothing for you.
I get punished there for sure. It's a mistake on my part. Still winning? Yeah, because I have so many points. And the hand is also not bad, considering what I have.
I'll score my hold, and then I will just gank Leona over here
makes sense.
from Hillock. I'll stun that, give a buff to Leona, and attempt to kill your
You got
rookie.
way better. Of course I did. It was not a good move on my part. I just didn't think about Call the Glory. I forgot about it. I didn't need to take the risk. I could just like Kiona, Gaunkoren. Yeah. Tabletop sim. No, we are playing on TCG Arena right now. If you want to know how to play, you can find a video on my YouTube channel. There's a tutorial on how to play on TCG Arena. But it's basically a tabletop sim. It's just it looks a little better, I think. Oh yeah, so I'm sorry. I got this.
No, you're okay. Stun rookie, conquer this. I will spend the buff that I just got to draw.
Yep. Good move. How is Seth feeling? Seth is feeling pretty good. I like Seth.
I'll just move Fiora here, and I'll pass.
Okay. 3 cards. I could have a win here, but we'll see. I'm gonna start by playing Pit Rookie. I'm gonna buff this set.
Yep.
I'm gonna consume the buff.
Yep.
I'm gonna play an. Oh my god! If you could have a stun. How much do I wanna? So buffing that +5 doesn't seem very likely. It could also happen though. I'm gonna go for a showstopper on the set.
Okay. That resolves.
Okay. So it's a 9 and it goes here.
Yep. I'll just stun it.
And a buff. Yeah, I figured it might happen.
And then I will give the buff to Fiora, so she knows shield and ganking, and deflect. Yep.
Yeah, that's a bummer. The set just bounces back.
Yep.
And it's even though it's ready, it's not gonna do shit anymore.
Yeah, it's done for the turn.
Yeah. Dang it. Okay, I'm gonna pay 2. I am going to play a Glory Seeker. And just pass to you.
Okay. I will score twice.
Oh gosh. Oh. No, I might have thrown with that one double attack. Oh my gosh.
Pay 1 for find your center.
Yep.
I'll pass.
Okay, well this is at 4 again.
He's a buff from Showstopper, so he's 5.
Yeah. It's like 4 and above. Yeah.
Oh yeah, 4 and above. Yeah.
Okay. I guess we go again. I'm gonna consume the buff. It goes to 8. I'll play this, buff him again.
Yeah.
And I guess I just end it here. Should do the other one actually. Would it make any sense? Nah.
I will
Uh-oh.
3 Zenith Blade. I'll stun it and bring Leona over. And I'll put a buff on Leona.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna consume the buff to save him.
Yep.
Float one.
Yep.
I guess I'll. Technically, would have a second Zenith Blade. That would just smoke me here. I'm gonna send both of these here, I guess.
That resolves.
Okay, I'm gonna consume the buff to draw.
Yep. Like you still potentially have like a win out here.
I do,
but
the problem is
yeah.
because you're at the ganking battlefield, so that's what makes
Yeah.
it so crazy.
That's why I went for this line. I think this
Yeah.
like
You did
protected me
really- you
against
played
the
really
most
well.
things that you had, but I there's still like wins that you have from this spot.
Yeah, it needs to. So I haven't. I can't like put enough stuff here.
Yeah.
But the thing is that if you have like one buff, this is like a House of Cards right now. So I have that one
Yeah.
floating. I'm gonna pay this, and
Yeah.
well, I guess this is slightly stronger than this.
Yeah,
by
I was scared of
one.
like like another hidden blade or something is like pretty scary because I have to like find Defy to
Yeah.
play around it, and I've already played 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna play this King Q monk, so buff these two. And then this gets a buff on its own. I do have to pay for it. So 4. So I used 6. Yeah, I started at 7. I'm just making sure I recycled. Oh, did I recycle twice? Oh no. No, yeah. Okay, yeah, that's it now. If you can
You
beat
got 12
that.
might there.
There is 6, 9, 12 might. If you can get
Yeah,
3.
I
So
can
one
definitely get
discipline
over
is
that.
not enough.
Yeah, yeah.
Faithful.
I Harness Dragon, kill the 4.
Kill the big one. Yeah, you got
Yeah.
it.
And then when I move everything over, I
Wow.
can buff the dragon, stun your biggest thing, and I gotta call the glory. So
Yeah, you out.
Yeah.
I did one huge mistake, and like you didn't make one to throw it back to me. So yeah, very very good game, man. Good best
I mean,
of
that was
3 as
super
well.
fun.
That was fun.
I think both of our best of 3s were like the games were super close and super fun. Those matchups
Yeah.
were nice. Like the Yasuo into Teemo. There's like a cool tension of you wanting to hold, me wanting to like have these combo conquer turns,
Yeah.
and then this one is like just units fighting each other. You've got more might, but I've got stuns. It's kind of fun.
Yeah. As usual, man. Thanks so much for doing this. I had so much fun. Like
Yeah,
both
yeah.
talking the cards and like just playing the game. Like this was great. We should make this like a weekly thing, like once a week.
I'm pretty down. I should start like recording my end too.
You probably
and throw it
should,
up
yeah.
somewhere, for sure.
Yeah, I recommend
just
to definitely like doing some content. I think there's a lot of appetite right now for all kinds of stuff. So about you, I'll like show people your Twitter or like whatever you wanna, anything you wanna plug.
Yeah. So you can follow me personally at Casanova Cass on X, Twitter, etc. And then for YouTube, definitely want everybody to check out the Turn 'em Sideways channel. So if you just search on YouTube Turn 'em Sideways, you'll find us. Or on X, it's Turn Them Side, where we have a podcast every single week. And we're going to be trying to do a lot more gameplay videos. We just live all over the place, so we're going to record a lot at events and then try and release over time. We'll be going down to SCGCon Vegas to stream the entire 10K. We've got an entire production stack. It should be really, really high quality, and I hope people enjoy it because we're putting a lot of effort into it and a lot of love into trying to make like a really cool stream for that event. So I hope it goes well, and I hope everybody watches that now. Also, yeah, check out the Riot Games official Twitter right now, because they actually just released a feature on me, which is
Wait,
I will say, as someone who has been in the Riot Games ecosystem for 13 years.
Oh my god, that's so cool, man! What a timing!
A very,
that's awesome.
yeah, a really cool and nice thing that they did. We recorded a very, or not
Oh my
recorded, but
God.
like they asked me like 30 plus questions and I filled it out. it got cut down for the feature, but it's still just like really cool. And if anybody wants to go check that out on the Riot Games channel, yeah, go do it.
That's so
yeah,
awesome.
thanks for having me on, Savjz. This is a lot of fun.
Yeah. So the Star City Games thing, I will also be there. I'm not part of the Turn Them Sideways crew. I'm just a fan of your podcast. I'm watching it every Friday, or usually coming out on Friday. So I think you guys are really like since the early days when the game wasn't even out on the Western, you guys have been doing some like awesome coverage and always knowing what's up. And I'm really looking forward to hanging out with you guys at the Star City Games event as well. So I'll just be a guest and just maybe we'll record something, but yeah.
I think Savjz, I think we'll plan to have you on the pod there. We might as well, because we're gonna record one live, like in person, probably on the Saturday, probably earlier on the Saturday. So we'll just we'll plan on doing something like that. So
yeah, that would be great.
Y'all can all look out for that.
Thanks for having me. Yeah, that could be. I think that sounds super fun. So looking forward to it.
All right, brother.
Yeah. Okay.
I gotta peace out. Thanks so much for having me.
Thanks again.
I'll catch you later.
Yeah. That was great. Love having Casanova on. He's so well spoken and everything. He's very knowledgeable about the game and always well spoken. It's just always a guaranteed good time. But yeah, I'm done for today. Thanks, guys. I'm going to post a video later today. There's gonna be a video about about the proving ground situation and all that. So. Yeah, that's a little spoiler. That was the latest news, but yeah. Alright guys, bye-bye. Have a good one.